Up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero. There's an African legend that says, in a race between a lion and a deer, many times the deer wins. Because the lion runs for food, but the deer runs for life. The moral of the story is this: purpose is more powerful than need. When your why is as strong as your need to breathe, nothing can outrun your will.
So one of my favorite stories is in a mother's womb were two babies, and one turns to the other and says, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replies, "Why, of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" "I don't know," said the second, "but there'll be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses we can't understand now." First goes, "That's ridiculous. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, that's absurd. The umbilical cord." is what scientifically supplies nutrition and all that we need, but it's far too short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded. And the second says, what if it's just different than it is here? Maybe we don't need that physical cord anymore. The first goes, okay, if there were life after delivery, then tell me, why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere. And the second says, but certainly we'll meet Mother, and she'll take care of us. The first goes, Mother? You actually believe in Mother? If Mother exists, where is she now? And the second goes, she's all around us. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. And the first says, I don't see her. It's only logical that she's not here. To which the second replied, sometimes, when you're in silence and you really listen, you can perceive her presence. You can hear her loving voice calling down from above.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE. And unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is quite painful.
All right, thank you.
Riverside, wait for me, I'll be coming home.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You think? What?
Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saabs Place. How are y'all doing? It's been a few days. Haven't seen everybody in a little bit. We got D-Man backstage here, and probably we'll see Chicago Cubby Bear coming along here somewhere along the line too. Let me see who I've got in the chat. We got DJ New Moon tonight. We got Eldon Bean. We got Subi Ratio. We got, let's see who else. These things are moving too fast. Saddlebum's here with us. Edwin Johnson is here. Good to see you. Brad and Tasha. I know you're going to be driving, so they'll be watching, but probably not participating in the chat too much because they'll be on the road again. Got Peter W with us here tonight. Post anything to Mojo Shops here. We've got who else?
Akinator. Don't forget Akinator.
Okay, Akinator. I haven't got there yet. Let's see. Austin Murphy. Or did I pass it? Lord Racer's here. Heresy Seed. What else we got? I see anybody else? I gotta go way up and stuff. Next chapter is here with us as well. Let's see. I think I pretty much the true few. Okay. Super Sidewinder's here.
Ready to go.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Ready to go.
J.R. Hartley. J.R. Hartley is here as well. That's a good thing. Shannon Emerson. Got a couple of them. Hey, there's D-Man. What do you know?
Yeah.
Ready to go is here. Yeah, David, there's it is. I just finally got up to it. Lowry's here. All right. Oh my God, what a hot ass day it was, man. Whew. We did a job for some of the nicest people today. I got to go back Monday. We got some little details we got to pick up, but man, on the east part of the house, and that's where the doors we had to replace were at. And we got started early. And let me tell you something, man, it was hot. It got up to 90 degrees, probably at the peak of it was probably about 75 to 80% humidity. Oh, it was something else. And it was like replacing doors shouldn't kick your ass like that. It really shouldn't. But it did, man. It kicked my ass, all three of us. It was something else. Had a
Yesterday
good day.
was mid-90s, and it was crazy hot.
Oh,
Today was nice. Today wasn't bad. If you got in the sun, it was real hot. But if you were out of the sun, it wasn't bad at all.
no, see, you probably have a little lower humidity where you're at as opposed to what we got here. It's just like, it was just sticky. It was just sticky. It was horrible. But did I borrow this shirt from Whitsett? No, I wore this to work today. And it's official Billy Bob country bumpkin wear. And that's what it was just like something I grabbed out. I was like, hey, here's a tank top. I'm wearing this today. How did you see it? This is that cheap ass camouflage. That's how you saw it.
Well, I know.
I look good. You
Good to see yourself.
Yeah, man. You too. But yeah, it's been a hell of a week. We had the summit, the big awaited summit. Hey, there's no Despair Bear just popped in too, and Shane Thompson. But the big Putin Trump summit. Did you hear anything about that?
Is there total peace now? Is everybody all set?
No.
Oh, say it ain't so.
A lot of the reports are that basically Putin showed up, didn't concede on anything, got his photo op with the president and left.
Yep.
And it's like, what are they doing? I mean, it's like when he first got there, he took the motorcade past a bunch of fighter jets and shit, and then had B-2 bombers fly over. And it's like, that's a real good way to, have a peace summit. Let's threaten the guy that's coming in here. Look at all our big toys. We'll fuck you up if your things don't go, I'm like, oh boy. Everything he does, and I'm sorry, I'm not one of these people. It's just, I look at these people that they put up there in the puppet show, and it's like, this time we've got like the most obnoxious person in that role. I mean, it's one thing. I think he takes it a little too far, his obnoxiousness. I don't think he can help it.
It's just his nature.
God,
it's his nature to overdo everything and overhype himself on everything. It's just how he does things.
I have a real problem with people that pat themselves on the fucking back. I really do. I mean, it's okay to, take pride in what you do or whatever like that. But when you go around telling everybody that you're the greatest at this and you do that and you're the best and most wonderful and everything, it's like, dude, you need to just quit. That sounds so fucked up. I don't know. Maybe I was brought up different. He probably was brought up to believe that shit about himself.
Well, it's one thing to have confidence. It's another thing to have too much confidence.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's one thing to have confidence.
We got a little echo coming from you.
Go figure.
He'll figure it out.
What's up, Cubby? Good to see you.
But yeah.
Is it gone now?
Yes,
We're
it
going.
is.
All right.
Yes, indeed it is. But this is the thing. This is this dude. He said, when he started, he said he would end the war in 24 hours. Remember that?
Yeah.
When I'm elected president, I'll end the war in 24 hours. It's been 207 days, man. 207 days. So we can, here you go. This is more of this boastful bullshit with this guy.
I'll end that war between those two countries in 24 hours. It won't even take that long. Mark my words. I'll stop that war in 24 hours. I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine totally settled. I'll have it done in 24 hours.
I would have a deal done in 24 hours from the time we started. And even now, I could solve that in 24 hours.
I can do it in 24 hours. I know both players. And I can do that in 24 hours.
End the war in Ukraine in 24 hours.
Yes, I can.
How would you do that?
I know Zelensky very well. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. It will be settled quickly. I will get the problem solved, and I will get it solved in rapid order. And it will take me no longer than one day. I know exactly what to say to each of them. I got along very well with them.
Well, that didn't age well, Donnie. It did not age well.
Yeah, well, Zelensky doesn't want peace. Those people don't want peace. They just
No.
want to drag this thing out. They're making tons of money. They're funneling tons of money through that place. You know, I mean, they don't ever want that crap to stop. They would keep that stuff going forever.
What is this? This guy's saying Satan is the founder of Bitcoin? Hold on a second. I'm a little off topic, but
Bitcoins, why no cryptocurrency?
Well, if you have Bitcoin, sell half, keep half. Nobody listened to me. If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know. 100%. If you knew who owned Bitcoin or who started Bitcoin, and you had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night. I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
What's up, everybody?
One day.
And microsecond, whoop, like that.
okay. You know, I could buy that though. I could believe that.
I can't remember that guy's name. Richard something Pena, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I was trying to think of it too. I knew it was Richard something. I couldn't think of the last name. I think that's right. Pena.
Yeah, something like that. He's always cussing. He's cussing like crazy.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's the most
gotta
real
get the point
people.
across.
But so did any of you happen to catch Flatzoid's stream today?
Nah,
Yeah, I was in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were on there. There.
Yeah.
I guess Janusz is banned now.
Yeah, because he's obviously, you know, Flatzoid is like pretty pro-Israel, but he says like, I don't know, I don't want to speak for him, but he's not like pro, like he still thinks Israel's the chosen people, but he's not like supported by the government necessarily. And then Janusz was like, well, I don't support people who support the synagogue of Satan. And then Janusz like went quiet and he didn't want to talk at all. He was typing in side chat saying Flatzoid supporting the synagogue of Satan. And then, yeah, that's where it all kind of started.
Well, the way I look at it's like this, right? If you think that country named Israel is the chosen people, a bunch of immigrants from Eastern Europe and Poland, okay, not even regional people. In fact, that's why that 23andMe, that genetic thing, you can send your DNA and they'll tell you all the places you're from. Did you know that's illegal in Israel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it shows that they're not from that region, never have been from that region at all.
Exactly. They'd be like, no, don't do that. We don't want anybody to know.
Right. So how are they the chosen people? I don't get that. You know, if I go down to the DMV and I legally change my name, right, or a courthouse or wherever you go to do that, I guess the courthouse. You get out of the courthouse and you I change my name to Jesus. Right? That's how I'm going to change my name. Change my name right to Jesus Christ. You could do it legally. Does that now make me the Messiah?
Well, I got a question regarding that because, you know, I see a lot of people say that, and I do agree to some extent for sure. Like, there's definitely like a lot of these people change last names, and you got all these Italian families now supposedly being Jewish. If you look back, and a lot of weird stuff. But where are the real Jews at then? Because everybody wants to say, "Oh, these guys are fake. These are fake Jews. Those are fake Jews." So who are the real ones?
They're killing them right now. They're killing them.
Yep.
We call them Palestinians now. Those are the people that they're killing. We've got a bunch of Eastern Europeans occupying a Middle Eastern piece of land and killing the indigenous population.
Well, I wouldn't say they're the chosen people either, because they're Muslims and they don't like Jesus just as much as the people killing them do.
They
both hate Jesus.
Hold on, wait a second. They're not all.
Not all of them.
They're not all Muslims.
Okay.
There's a huge sect of Christians in Palestine.
Yeah, in Syria too.
Yep.
And Lebanon.
So this broad brush painting over the actions of a straw man terrorist group that was created by the Mossad, created by Israel.
Yeah, most likely a psyop. I agree with you there.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. So that they can have the excuse to expand and expel the people in the areas they want to take.
Yeah.
See, this is bullshit. You know, though that's chosen people. Those are chosen. That's God. Are you kidding me? What would Jesus think of what these people are doing over there? Would Jesus be down for what they're doing over there?
No, but I don't think he'd support
course
either
not.
side, to be fair.
Well, I'm on the side of Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go right back to the fundamental question. What would Jesus do?
I don't think there's any chosen people. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. I mean, whether you believe that or not, that's just my take.
That's the nation of Israel under the new covenant. It's all of us.
Yeah, we received the seed of Abraham spiritually. Yeah.
Okay, so
that's that. So we are actually the seed of Abraham.
Yeah. So I don't know. They're not no chosen people. Chosen for what? So you call yourself chosen people, and then send this Schofield character out to get everybody on board with that bullshit. And then you're supposed to go, and then you just get away carte blanche with murder and terrorism and all kinds of bullshit and just overlook it because you're God's chosen people? Fuck that. What would Jesus do? The Pharisees thought themselves God's chosen people too. Were they? No, not at all. This is some crazy shit that's going on, and I'm kind of disappointed in that. You know that more people can't really see through that. They can't see through this smoke screen that they've put up about these fucking people.
Yeah.
The funny part is you go to a lot of these countries that people think are they're all Islamic wackos, and the funny part is that there's a lot of Christians in those places. They don't have any problems with them.
Right. Well, you know, prior to the creation of Israel, there were Jews, Muslims, and Christians all living together in that region.
Yeah.
No conflict whatsoever.
And it was always Palestine.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Every map I've ever seen pre the founding, it was Palestine. Every map. I looked up one day and sat here for almost 3 hours one day and tried to find old maps, and every one of them says Palestine. Every single one. Every map, every those things we used to get when we were kids, we would open up and it'd have general information in them, all the map books, all the everything you could find was always Palestine. They were put there to do exactly what they're doing right now. I mean, you want to know how bad it is? I watched the TYT yesterday for probably the first time in years, and I agreed with what Schenk was saying. He was saying, here we go. Why are these people doing this Greater Israel thing? These people were put here to do it. And I couldn't believe he said it. I was like, holy crap. Did he just say that? Like, total flip.
Well, I loved it when Tucker Carlson was asking Ted Cruz about that. And he was like, well, the Bible says this. He said, well, where does it say that? He said, I don't know. It's in there somewhere. I'm like, yeah, that's most of these people. They're picking up some bullshit from their 501c3 pastors who will tell you that you live on a globe, too.
The ones bought out by Israel.
Yep.
There you go. Falling into that Schofield bullshit.
That happened in the Bush administration because the Bush administration started to try to get the pastors and the local preachers and all that stuff to try to push people into accepting whatever they wanted to throw at them, whatever the government was going to do, whatever the government said. And they, of course, they came out with it publicly and said, we'll go through the pastors and the preachers and the fathers and the churches, and that's what we'll do. And people suddenly really quick were like, whoa. People ducked out of those churches real quick.
How do you spell that?
SCOHFIELD. I forget how it is. It's got a weird preview.
Yeah, he was a drunk. Dude was a drunk.
It's just more
video.
More divide and conquer. They want to put everybody in teams and boxes and labels and
it's the way it's always been.
Make everybody pick a side. I mean, it's on everything now. It's every freaking thing, no matter what. Kind of like we were just talking. Like it's happening. It's making everybody like with Janusz and Flatzoid, I didn't watch any of that, but it's like, can't everybody just disagree with each other anymore?
That's what I was hoping for, because they make it like a whole, like, he's like, oh, you're like Satan's worker now. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Flatzoid is a good dude. Obviously, maybe he's a little bit confused on this, but just completely condemning him is not even going to, like, get him to even consider your side of the story.
Well,
now he's just going to condemn you, and now there's no discourse at all.
I don't have a problem with either one of them,
That's how I feel, yeah.
But I'm just saying that, like I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't agree or even think the same way I think, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm not going to ban you. I'm not going to kick you off anything. I don't care. I'm just not going to interact with you.
Well, I'm in the middle. I understand both of their points, because I kind of get a little bit of both. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that gets me too is this. These people, how they get so enamored in battle over this Satan's little season. And I look at it like this. Look, there's a lot of evidence to support that. And there's some stuff that kind of disputes it as well. At the end of the day, man, we don't fucking know. Okay? That's the bottom line. At the end of the day, we don't know. We don't know what's been screwed with. We don't know what's not been screwed with. All we know is that everything we've been fed our entire lives are lies. That's what we know. All we can do is take what evidence we have. So whether we be in Satan's little season or whether we are just in the end times or the beginning times, the way I look at it, but even one way or the other, if you're still doing what you're supposed to do, regardless, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Because if you're inclined to go, well, it's okay for me to fuck up because we'll come back and then have a chance to do it again. Well, then your heart's not even in the right fucking place to begin with.
They do it to manipulate people. That's what they do. They do it to swing you in a certain way or swing your thought in a certain way or get you to
leave
react.
It open. Yep. Leave it open. Digest the information. So what this ends up doing is taking, whereas people look into it and start to find more and more evidence, then those that are against it aren't even going to entertain it. And how are they so sure that they're not the ones being fooled?
Exactly. I have a friend who would literally want to start fights with me just for the hell of it, just to get me riled up. Mm-hmm. Because he thinks he's so right about everything. But that wasn't the reason why I was talking about things that I was talking about. I was just putting the information out there, hoping that he would look into it, just look into it himself, but he wasn't going to do that. He didn't know anything I was talking about either, which made no sense at all. Because if what I'm saying and you don't understand it, then why the hell are you trying to argue with me about something? Like, he was literally just doing it to get under my skin, like a troll does.
Mm-hmm.
Just deflect, make fun of, deflect.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what the argument was about? Like, it doesn't matter, but maybe
it was FE stuff, but it wasn't like.
Oh yeah, I get you there.
He was bringing up stuff that was ridiculous. He was bringing stuff up that was completely
kind of
ridiculous.
like Luca in a way.
Yeah, and just bringing shit up, and then as soon as I started to counter it, and kind of counter him, like, that doesn't make sense. How would they? It was a stupid thing that he said too. It was really dumb. He just said it because he knew it would get under my skin, and it really didn't, because I laughed at it. But it was the way that he did it. It was kind of like, I'm way smarter than you, and you're an idiot, and the guy. I mean, that's literally what it was like. And I just said, well, just go and look this up and learn how your eyes work. Learn how your eyes work and come back. We'll have a discussion. And he was like, no, I already know. And I'm like, well, don't ever talk to me about it again. Because if you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, and you can't figure out even how your eyeballs work, then the conversation's not going to continue. So don't ever talk to me about this crap again. I don't want to hear another word about it because it's ridiculous.
People argue more about things they believe.
Yeah,
and they get more angry about it when they realize somewhere in their mind as it's going on, they realize that it's merely a belief.
Yeah.
Whether it be flat earth or whether it be, Satan's little season or whatever. And I'm content just going to myself going, okay, that's all very, very interesting. I don't know. Let's find out more.
Yeah.
Instead of just making a decision and, tenting up into two different camps and, fuck all that, let's dig deeper. Let's dig deeper. I mean, there's got to be some kind of an answer, at least close to an answer for some of these things that we see that seem to be pointing in the direction of that. I mean, like, look at some of this freaking architecture. How the fuck are they building this stuff back, 1,000 years ago with buggies and not even buggies? Who even knows? Ropes and shit. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm not buying the chiseling shit with deer antlers in a rock. Come on. No.
I think that I think some people just, they don't want to think of anything else. I'm the type of person where if you told me something, and even if I thought to myself, that's the most wackadoodle shit I ever heard, I would go and look it up. And say, at least let me go look it up, or let me put it in the back of my mind. And if something pops up, I'll say, hey, I remember that time I talked to that guy. I'm going to go look that up and see if it has, like, I'm not instantly pooing on it just so that I could sit around and say, oh, I'm superior. I don't have to look that up. I know everything. That's the attitude I got. And I was like, okay, good luck. I said, don't ever talk to me about this again. Because I didn't want to say it, so I didn't. Because if I did, it would have got worse. But I simply just, in my mind, something in my mind just said, D, just shut up. Just shut up and let it go. Because there's some people you just can't reach. And that's it. That's it.
No. What if they come out and told you the sun actually physically lands on the earth?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, some things are for
sure.
I did. And then I didn't see any news reports of thousands of people being fried by the sun as it came back out of the ocean.
That's where the clouds come from. Where it lands in the ocean.
But wait a minute, Sav, everything would change because I'm standing 2 feet on the side of you. Okay.
Right.
So we're not seeing the same.
No. It's going to be, God, I couldn't believe it. I was like, come on, man, you got to be jerking my chain. You can't really think that. You can't really think that shit now. Come on.
I don't know. Some interesting people out there.
That's like you have a problem with your car and you ask somebody and they tell you, well, it could be this, look into that, look into this, and you say, oh, please, that's crap. I ain't listening to that. That's what it was like. It's like trying to not even have an argument. He was just trying to start shit like a troll does. And that's why I was just like, all right, we're done. We're done with this. No more.
Usually it's like somebody, what was it? This guy on Facebook was telling me, he says, we can do this experiment, but you're a coward. And I said, well, what's the experiment? He goes, something about looking at this star and then where your location and that star and the other. And I said, I thought you had proof of the earth being flat. I said, why are you always looking up in the fucking sky? What's that tell you? He goes, well, it'll prove that the earth's a globe. I said, only if you assume it's a globe. You have to assume sphericity in the first damn place. And he says, and I said, secondly, that's not an experiment, man. It's an observation. And an assumption put to an observation. I said, so what are you even talking about? I said, I'm just like, go away now. I'm not even going to talk to you now. You're just saying stupid shit.
Because you know the direction it's going. You know it. You know it immediately. And that's why you're like, no, I ain't going down this road. Good luck, buddy. Good luck to you. Live on your globe.
Yeah, that's why I said, what the fuck are you looking at the sky for?
Do they even look at anything but the sun and the moon? Because if you look at everything else, you'd see everything blocking it.
Yeah.
But you ignore that. That's all fake.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. I thought you were talking about the earth, though. Oh, if I were the devil, yeah, D-man, that's a good one. I'll show that here in a minute.
That libertarian Jesus is a great one. Save that. Take it and save it and use that in the future.
I got a cool thing right here. This is, have you ever heard of Sabotai Zevi?
I've heard the name, yeah.
What is it?
Sabotai Zevi.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, this guy was pretty interesting.
Is it a fungus? Or?
No. It's this guy. He claimed to be the Messiah.
Sorry.
When was this?
Oh, back in the 1600s. Here, check this out.
Sabotai Zevi claimed to be the Jewish Messiah. The Sultan of the Ottoman Empire said to him, convert to Islam. Zevi converted to Islam, but he didn't really. They ran this Sabotean operation as a cult, manipulating themselves into positions of power and taking them over. And then in the next century, along came Jacob Frank. Frank claimed that he was the reincarnation of Sabbatai Zevi and the Jewish patriarch Jacob. And he became connected to the Rothschilds. Part of what Jacob Frank did was to infiltrate the Roman Church. Three of them, Weishaupt, Rothschild, and Jacob Frank, created the Bavarian Illuminati. And the Bavarian Illuminati were behind many revolutions. The Rothschilds, they got together with other Jewish, I would say Sabotan, banking families in Germany. And they basically created the modern banking system. The Rothschilds are not Jewish, they are Sabotan, an inversion of it. They've used Jewish people as the cover, the shield, which is why no one needs to know this story more than Jewish people, because they've been shafted and misled more than anyone else.
That's a great thing to look into, man. The Sabotans, man. I think that may even be where the word sabotage comes from.
Yeah, it's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah. But yeah, that was actually I think it was 1666 is when he had declared himself the Jewish Messiah.
Those numbers are just it's not literal. Those
It's all
are
a coincidence.
Yeah, totally not a coincidence.
Right. Yeah, it's just, that just always happens. Where was that thing I had? This was great.
I put another one in there too about that's a Jimmy Dore clip about Netanyahu slipping up and telling everybody, "Hey, it's about the great, it's the Greater Israel Project." He came right out and said it yesterday.
Oh my God! Okay, hang on. Let me get this.
It's a little long, but you
wanted to show you what this motorcade had to go by. Look at this. This is what Trump made the motorcade go by. Look at this.
They purposely did that, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's see what we got. You better negotiate with me. And as it turned out, Putin didn't give him shit. Somebody said Trump looked like he was ready to cry.
CNAT, is that what that car says? I never heard of that.
Aurus, AURUS, is on this logo right here.
Yeah, that's a European car brand. Aurus CNAT. It's the presidential car of Russia.
Okay, yeah, that's the Russian. See, that's a Russian flag on the little.
Kind of looks like a Bentley or a Rolls Royce.
It must be Putin's car.
Yeah,
that he's in.
I just looked it up.
Look at those helicopters are badass. Those are badass. You're glad to see those fuckers in a firefight.
I used to play. Oh shit!
Where'd Chad
He might
go?
be away.
Oh, he went away. He left us.
I used to play a game a long time ago on the computer. It was a helicopter simulator called Longbow. That was the most complicated video game I ever played in my life.
What'd you do? Yeah.
You flew a helicopter.
Oh, okay.
The helicopter simulator, but it came with like a phone book manual on even how to start the thing. So it was one of those games that took you forever to even just figure out normal things.
Yeah, that's
called Longbow.
You got a little bit more than you do in an airplane with that.
Yep.
You got to work that tail rotor. And then you've got that, and that's supposed to compensate for the gyroscopic effect that takes place with the main rotor.
Yeah,
because the helicopter will have a tendency to want to start swinging around in a circle in that same direction. So that tail rotor has to counter that.
Yeah,
and then you get to fuck with the pitch.
Yeah.
And if they've got the ailerons on them with flaps, then you've got that to deal with too, man. There's a lot.
You ever see an auto gyro? You ever seen an auto gyro where it's like it flies like a plane straight, but it can stop and hover?
Yeah.
It's got helicopter blades on it, but it's also got a propeller in the back that pushes it.
They got some crazy shit, but still no moon landing. That's all right.
Yeah, well,
that's all right. This you ever seen when you try to? This is great with this guy. He recognizes trying to debate with somebody on a topic like with this genocide in Gaza and the people that support Israel, and you're talking to one of them, how they always want to turn, they won't answer a question. They'll try to turn it around back on you. These globetards do this all the time too.
Yeah.
They and that seems to be the key to their whole argument is to the reversal fallacy.
Well, I got Flats to admit that there's genocide on both sides. I was like, did you not see Israel putting logistics under hospitals and SAM sites in the middle of residential towns?
Yeah.
And he did concede. He was like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, Israel's doing bad too. So I don't think he disagrees like as far as Janusz is saying he does. Because when you actually talk about it, instead of just being angry in chat and not saying a word about it because you're judging somebody based on one thing they said instead of the whole picture, then yeah, you're just going to come to random conclusions.
I just look at it. Okay, what do you reckon Jesus would think about it? Either way,
probably condemn both sides.
Yeah, man.
And he'd probably come out and say, "Hey, by the way, both sides are controlled by the same people. Everybody,
yeah,
here's the real truth."
right. You wouldn't hold that back at all. And the fact that people are choosing sides instead of just kind of going, I'm not on anybody's side so much. I'm on the side of whatever's good. Now, I also have to look into the whole idea. If you were occupied for over 60 years by a brutal invasion force like the IDF and treated like a second-class citizen, having to live pretty much in an open-air prison with any kind of hope of supplies or decent food or water being denied to you, wouldn't you want to kind of stand up against the people that are doing that? I would. That's a threat to your survival. It's just, come on, y'all. And that's exactly what's been going on over there. I have a friend of mine that he went to school with my kids. His family came here. They first immigrated out of Palestine to Jordan, and then they came here to the United States. And he don't want to go back. I'll tell you that. He got no want to go back for any reason whatsoever. So it's these people have made it a living hell for the people that live there.
I threw up a Palestine map too, from 1897 to present, so it shows you how much land that they actually took.
All right. Well, I'm going to show those things here real quick after this. This is pretty good. This kid handled it really well. I don't know. He looks like he's about 12.
He looks way young.
He does. But hey, I looked pretty young. I looked pretty young back in the day too. Look here. Let me see. I was 18.
Hey, Chachi.
Yeah, no, I get the first one. You ate the first one. Wait, where'd I go?
Where's the goatee? Should have started early.
Oh shit! I was lucky I could get 3 hairs out of my chin.
16. I had a goatee to 16.
Oh shit! No man, I didn't really fully bloom till late.
Those were precious. You didn't shave them off back then.
Oh no, I had to. I used to keep a disposable razor in my cargo pocket.
I meant, yeah.
I get outside. I get out there in morning formation, and sometimes I go, "Oh shit, there's M3," like that. It's gone. These other guys, I felt bad for some of these black guys. They'd have to shave, and then they'd
get razor bumps.
Those razor bumps on their face, and they have to use that
usually they get a profile or whatever, and they could keep it grow a little bit.
Yeah. Because that magic shave, man.
Yeah, forget that.
I tried it. I tried it one time just to see if it was easier than shaving. That shit burnt the shit out of my face, man.
Yeah, I bet.
It burnt the shit out of my face. I won't wear that no more.
Don't get it on your nipples.
It wasn't magic.
Anyway, this kid hangs with this pretty good. Check this out.
Why you shouldn't support Israel, because that's what they're doing, right? Common sense. Okay, so why do you support a country that is killing innocent 5-year-old girls?
It's not that they're okay.
It is that they're killing
you
them. You could, like I said, you could literally go see a video on the internet of Israel dropping bombs on an elementary school, and then they are inflamed, they're in fire, and they're falling to pieces. Meanwhile, there's the figures of children running around in the school that's on fire, dying. Like I know that's uncomfortable, but that's what's happening. That's what you support, and you're avoiding that fact.
I'm not avoiding that fact.
So then address it head on. How can you support a country that is doing that?
Do you support the United States?
Do I support the United States? I'll answer your question after you answer my question.
Well, no, it's a legitimate question because
it's a question that is being used as a deflection away from what I'm asking you. You have not addressed the substance of this conversation the whole time you've been on here. And this is what happens every single time I get a pro-Israel Zionist in this live. Y'all don't answer the questions. Y'all don't address reality. Y'all just try to weasel your way through the facts because for whatever reason, you think you have a moral obligation to support an apartheid genocidal state. It's insane to me. It should be common sense that we should not that we should not be supporting these things. It's obvious. It's so obvious. Manufactured stage 5 famine onset by Israeli blockades on food and water shouldn't support Israel. Wiping out and killing all of the remaining Al Jazeera press members in Gaza 2 days after they pass legislation to ethnically cleanse and annex the rest of Gaza shouldn't support Israel. You know, like for instance, I'll frame this in a different sense, and hopefully we could have you understand here. Okay, Russia and Ukraine. Imagine if Russia passed legislation to take control over the totality of Ukraine and then systemically starved the Ukrainians for 4 months to weaken them by blocking trade and water routes into the country, specifically dropped bombs on hospitals, schools, and churches, and took out all of the remaining journalists on the strip in press tents.
Well,
Would you ever support Russia if they did those things to Ukraine?
No. Did Ukraine attack Russia and threaten to kill all Russians?
Oh, so now you're saying Ukraine as a whole. So you think that all Palestinians are culpable for what Hamas has said?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so then a counter question would not be, did Ukraine say these things? Because when you say Ukraine, you'd indicate all Ukrainians.
I mean, did the Ukrainian government say, "Hey, let's unalive all the Russians. Let's attack them at a festival and take them hostage and kill their babies"?
Assuming that they did, would you still support Russia if they did all of those things to the innocent Ukrainians?
I would think that Ukraine would no longer have like any sort of viable claim to be right and keep their land and keep their government.
So you do indeed think that the innocent Palestinians are culpable for the statements and actions of some Hamas members?
No.
Okay, well then why did you just tell me that the innocent Ukrainians would be culpable and responsible for the actions of some members within the Ukrainian government? Because you just told me that Russia would be in the wrong for systemically starving and killing innocent Ukrainians if their government didn't launch threats against Russians or attacks on Russians. But now you're telling me if some members of their government did launch attacks and threats on Russians, then the innocent Ukrainians would not have a right to live or to said land. And I think that's like the big issue with your view here, is that you're telling me that you think that all Palestinians are culpable for the actions of some Hamas members on October 7th. I think it's common sense to conclude what Hamas did to Israel on October 7th was fucking wrong, okay? Like, UN has concluded that there were rapes, there were killings. Like, anybody should be able to conclude that that's wrong. But you know what is...
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
He would be good. He's good at that. But that's the shit right there. What topic hasn't been touched? Roger. Why are you not up here, Roger? What is going on with you?
The amount of stuff that kids are like subject to these days is crazy. It's so much wilder than what we grew up in.
Yep.
Just the world, the current events and everything, the way things are going is just a whole different landscape for kids to navigate. And social media is the big problem of it, but the pressures that they're under.
It's crazy.
Man, I saw something crazy the other day. I wish you could play a clip of this, but you'd get the stream taken down. It was this lady. I don't have a TikTok. Somebody sent it to me. It's this lady on TikTok, and she like reviews stuff, or she just does random things. And in the background, she like nipple slips every single video. Like every video, she just has like a tit pop out, and all her videos have millions of views, millions of likes. She hasn't been banned. She has millions of followers, and literally every single video is her doing a tit slip. And like, I would be willing to bet probably at least a large majority of that is just children liking your posts.
Yep.
And then TikTok claims to be like, oh yeah, they didn't ban her.
What about what Roblox? Did you
Degeneracy.
see what Roblox was doing?
Yeah. They're saying the child predator or the hunters are the problem, and they're trying to sue the people going after child predators.
Yeah. What the hell? They
Yep.
should be glad those people are out there and getting those people off. And why aren't they putting some kind of precautions on it anyways? See, that's the problem, man. You get these, there's so many of these, I don't know what the fuck they are. Like these people that come on and try to porn bomb you and,
Yeah.
you know, all these different, like, what the hell?
Degenerates.
Yeah, really.
It's not that game too. It's the other one. What's the other blocky game?
Minecraft.
Minecraft's really bad.
It's a lot of different things. It's that Meta's got VR, you know, virtual reality. PlayStation, Xbox, they've been doing this crap for years, man. It's just now just kind of coming to light because of some of the other things that with the whole Epstein crap is pretty much why it's popping up again. But you know, it's almost like a trendy, popular thing. Is like, why does it have to be trendy or popular to want to stop these kind of things? Like, these people are disgusting people. Like, this should be something that, and you know, we're worried about all these other things. That should be the number one thing. And do you ever hear? I mean, don't listen to the news anyway. But do you ever hear the news trying to stop any of this crap? No.
Well, you know, Roblox is trying to turn into a 17+ dating app. That's what the owner of Roblox is trying to do. So it's kind of weird. He's defending the pedophiles and then simultaneously trying to make an underage dating app out of a child's game.
Look into who the CEO of Roblox rubs over or did rub elbows with Epstein, Trump, all of them guys. So, you know, it the trail leads back usually.
I mean, it's like a whole grooming operation, dude. There's a lot of victims on Roblox, and they're not.
They
doing
were
anything
caught.
about it.
A lot of government people were caught.
And Roblox is aware of it.
Doing secret communication stuff on gaming networks, on Discord, on Steam,
Discord,
on Xbox Live, on all of these networks. They use those to communicate, you know.
Because I had a buddy that, you know, years ago, and I don't want to tell him how to parent, but I knew like his daughter would be in playing that Roblox or something in the other room, and she had headphones on, so we can't hear the conversation or who she's talking to, you know. We're just doing our thing, and she's in the other room talking to probably adults, you know, who knows what kind of conversations. And this probably goes on, it does go on in millions of homes, you know, and parents, they just think, it's like, don't let tech babysit your kids, man. Like, have some kind of role in what they do. I mean, I'm not telling people how to parent, but honestly, if you don't want your kid to become one of these victims, you know.
When I was a kid,
they're just addicted to those fucking screens, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's too easy. You see, it's too easy. Oh, look, here's some kind of a little kid's app for this iPad. Let me give this to the kid, and then I don't have to be bothered with him. I can do all the shit I got to get done and not have to be looking after him because it'll be glued to that fucking pad. Well,
not only that,
they take that fucking pad away from him, and the kid
they freak out.
Stunts their growth on top of it, you know. It really underdevelops their learning in their brain.
Well, that takes some of the burden off of the school system then. See?
Sure it does.
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Even in school, they got iPads and things like that now, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Even use
laptops.
When I was a kid, down and I had to explain to him why he's addicted to it, and he's tries to get a hold of every phone or any tablet he can get his hands on, and I explained to him he understood what I was saying, so he gets it now. He understands why he screams and hollers when he doesn't have one.
But he still screams and hollers when he
they understand it. It's like any addiction. I mean, they know what they're doing. The thing is, are they going to stop? You know,
that's it.
Like you rubbed the bottle, I popped up.
Right.
So what I'm talking about with dirty work, it's the rich and the politicians that are doing this dirty work. We don't have any control over the situations. We're spectators right now, and nobody touches the fact that what the root of the problem is the politicians and the rich. It has nothing to do with ethnic anything. They'll turn on each other quick, dude.
They got to eat the rich.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I couldn't use the computer if it was plugged into the phone unless it was in the kitchen. That's it. Okay. So if I had the computer upstairs, I couldn't plug it into the phone. I had to carry the computer downstairs, put it on the table, and use it in the kitchen when my mom was in the kitchen. That was the only time that I could, you know, plug the modem into the from the computer.
Well, I'm going to be busy for.
I guess AOL just finally discontinued their dial-up service.
No, come back, AOL. Come back, CompuServe.
No.
Come back, Yahoo.
You get the CDs, get 120 minutes of free AOL.
This damn computer keeps telling me I got mail. I've been up to the box 4 times. There ain't nothing there, stupid thing.
You've got male genitalia. That was on Family Guy.
I got a quick announcement to make.
Okay.
My daughter's getting married.
Oh, great!
Congratulations!
Oh yeah, congrats.
My youngest. Yeah, so they're setting all this stuff up now, and they didn't tell me about it till after the fact. I dropped it in my lap, like, here you go.
Yes, jeez.
Yeah. Yes,
Time to open the checkbook, Roger.
I shouldn't say this, but I mean, I started GoFundMe.
There you go. Well, do what you got to do, right?
I don't need to start a GoFundMe. I'm good.
This kind of brings us what we've been talking about right into this right here.
Paul Harvey?
Old thing from the year I was born. That's how old this shit is. Paul Harvey, 1965. If I Were the Devil. This is a classic, man. This is a classic.
If I were the Prince of Darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old, I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves. I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flame. If I were the Prince of Darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers.
Oops, I played it twice. What? It seems like I remember that being longer.
It was longer, but I think that was just a shorter. I didn't think you'd play the whole one, so I gave it the shorty.
Oh, I'd play that whole one. I got another one someplace recorded. I'll have to check out. That reminded me, I wanted to show you all this. This is this song, and at least part of it. And this woman was, I'm not familiar with her music, but this was really good. This caught me.
You're listening to Taylor Swift now?
No, this ain't Taylor Swift. This is, let's see, Mary Cutter.
Never heard of her.
Country music. The wife sent this to me earlier. And Big Pharma targeted Kentucky is what she's basically saying in this song. And this is pretty good.
I threw up the whole one for you, so
right.
It's the last link. It's about 3.5 minutes.
Write this next song. But I grew up in Kentucky, and I saw firsthand what the opioid epidemic did to my hometown. The truth is, Big Pharma targeted Kentucky. It targeted all of the United States. And this is the story. It was, hey doc, there's a thing in my knee. Been working underground since '83. Doctor said I got you the remedy. It'll kill that pain real quick, trust me. Didn't take long, half the town was on it. Didn't ask questions, no, we just popped them. Doctors getting fat from ranking in kickbacks. It all happened so fast. One man's grave is another man's paycheck. Our ex-meds at our expense. Forget the coal mines, they hit a gold mine. Hooked us on 6 feet of side effects. Like a wolf dressed in sheep's clothes. The devil wore a lab coat.
Devil wore a lab coat.
Wasn't the symbol of, isn't that pharmakia?
Yeah.
The symbol that they use?
It's they say it's a caduceus, but it's not. They've changed it. I forget what the whole thing behind that was. Shit, I'll have to get with Ryan. I think he remembers. He's got it. He's got better memory than me now.
It's got the snakes and
yeah, it's snakes. I talk to snakes every time. I'm just gonna say it. You know, you're not gonna. And that's what gets me too. Is that the needles, man, always with the shots and the needles and shit. And it's like the only thing other than them that do that is a freaking snake. They bite into you. Oh my God. I was over there. These people that we were doing this job for today, they were so nice. They bought us all breakfast sandwiches. And we were sitting there eating the breakfast sandwiches and we were talking. And of course, he's an older guy and they start talking about the fucking medications they're on. Started talking about that Ozempic, and I'm sitting there just trying to keep my mouth full so I don't say nothing. I was like thinking in my head, I was like, yeah, because your Gila monster venom levels were low. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, and Crypt Rick, I got the Discord. I have to make a sign up thing for it, so I'm going to do that. I haven't had time.
Oh no, Discord.
Yeah, I have to have it to get on his show, to be on his show or something.
I know. It's just I don't do that world.
I know. Other than using it for that, I won't probably use it for anything. I see there's really a lot of problems with Discord.
Oh
people fucking with each other.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of crap going on in there.
It's
I
like the
dived out
Wild
of there
West.
a while ago.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't have any want to be in that.
I was like, hey, I'll be right back, and I never turned it on again.
No offense to the people that do Discord. That's just me.
Yeah, same here. I don't need that much bullshit. I get enough from Globetards on fucking Facebook.
Well, I keep a Discord open just so I can keep stuff in there. I got a whole gallery of Mikey Smith's observations in there.
I go into I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, this is the full Art If I Were the Devil.
Yeah, it's the full one. It's 3 minutes and something seconds.
That's all right. We got time. Friday night. Oh, wait. We didn't say to do this yet, Paul. Jeez. Even from beyond the grave, he's going to start.
I'm going to go hang out with the daughter. She just got back into town. So.
All right. Well, tell her.
Take care.
Congratulations. No?
I will.
All right, brother.
They don't know. She doesn't know you personally, but she's heard of your name, I'm sure.
Okay.
But I'll let her know. Everybody on the panel over here said,
just make sure you give us the address so we can show up as guests. You can give us our own table with cards, place cards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Saabs, I can be a best man. Me and Cubby, we're available.
I'll bring my good.
Speak for yourself.
I'll bring my wedding pistol with me. I got a nice Kimber 45 1911 that
oh, there you go.
It's all nickel and got a nice wood grip. It's for weddings and such, you know.
Is a Colt 45? Oh no,
no, I actually got two good wedding guns. I got my 357 Magnum, my 686 full length barrel, and I even got the old Western holster for it with the
nothing says love. Nothing says love like a 357.
That's it. Maybe I'll tell you what, I can crunch steel with that at 100 yards, man. That's an incredible pistol, man.
Dude, the recoil on those things is worse than I thought it was.
What, a 357?
It's not bad.
When I first had
depends on which one you're shooting.
I had a 6-inch, I think, is what I had.
I'm talking. Never mind.
I shot a 4570 government handgun. It almost broke my wrist.
Yeah.
It almost broke my wrist.
It'll stop your heart. That sound will stop your heart too, man.
It black and blued the palm of my hand the next day. Like I had a big strip on like on the meat on the bottom of your thumb. It blackened the whole side of my thumb just from the pressure of that thing. And I mean, I shot 4 shots or 5 shots out of that. 4 shots, I think. And I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I don't remember that.
With the 357, it's the way it's weighted, right? That's how it handles recoil. The better the gun.
Yeah.
The heavier it is, the less recoil.
Mine's naturally. A Smith & Wesson.
No, that's a nice one.
686. Yeah, that's got that. The recoil on that ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
And the barrel ain't even ported, so
Yeah,
a lot of times with a higher caliber pistol like that, they port the barrel so that you don't get as much of the recoil.
Yeah, go look up the Ruger Alaskan.
You also keep it from fucking rising up or.
Is that
my
right?
my EP9, that thing's got a little port in the muzzle flash that points upward and off at about 10 degrees to the right, so that you can keep that thing right on the dot. Yeah, dot, ting, 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 ting. It's a lot of fun. That thing's a blast.
I'm actually gonna go take a look at a Glock 23 this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I kind of like that. That version of the Glock.
I got a Glock 17 Generation 1.
Nice.
First generation.
I just like that you can switch between the 40 and the 9mm if you want.
Yeah. That's a nice feature.
Yeah.
But I read somewhere that they're going to phase out 40 cal.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
25.
Yeah.
Because that's, they call it John Browning's failure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 32 is another caliber that they're phasing out, if they haven't already.
All those calibers were big in the turn of the century, mid-century, in the 70s. That kind of died out. 25 APC was all grandma guns.
Well, I think now it's kind of like it's like cords on phones. Even Apple's going Type-C now. They're just trying to keep everything around the same, you know?
Well, they do that. Look, you got like how many different kinds of 30 calibers out there? You know, I mean, that seems to be like you got 30-06, you got 30-30, you got 308, you know, there's all these variations. Like 30-06 is basically a 30 caliber that they use the neck down chamber. And the model came out, the patent for it was in 1906. That's where the 06 comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Just a modification of the standard 30 cal that the military.
The worst gun I got for recoil is a 50 caliber Colt. That's the worst.
50.
Yeah.
Desert Eagle.
I got a Remington 270. That thing will knock your shoulder loose after a couple shots. You don't want to sit there and shoot that all day.
Yeah.
About maybe 15 rounds, you're done. You're not going to shoot no more.
Yeah.
Because it's just beat the hell out of your shoulder the whole time.
Stop. You ever see the video of the Arab guys shooting that elephant gun and the the thing flies out of his hand and breaks the safety glass behind him.
Yeah. Listen, that's no joke, man.
Blew him into the floor.
That's like borderline artillery.
Yeah.
You know, you might as well, what the fuck, you know, just get a cannon, you know. Anyway, here's Paul Harvey.
I'm
still gonna take off on you. Nice conversation to leave on. Yeah.
If I were the devil.
Take care.
If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
That was 1965.
How prophetic.
No shit. That's what really gets you is the propheticness of it is just astonishing. You know,
they seen it all the way back then.
Yeah. Well, if you can, you can have foresight. You can take. I've got that ability to an extent where I can look and see this is going, this is going, this is going. Where's it all headed?
Yep.
And you see where it's all headed, and it's not good. This is what's so bad. I'm going to show a thing about alcohol too.
It just shows how long they've been running the plan for too.
Yeah.
The same script, I should say.
Well,
Didn't I say that?
Right before that period of time, the early 1960s, the Communist Manifesto leaked out. And they literally told people exactly how they were going to do it. They were going to get in the schools. They were going to influence your kids because they knew they couldn't do it on a war front. They knew they would never be able to do it. So they did it through the schools. They did it through the public jobs. They did it through through your tax money. They did it with your money.
Yeah.
And that's how they did it.
Do with your money too. Look here.
I hope the good one comes up next. Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Bullshit! Back up! That's bullshit! It's such a fucking bullshit! Back up! No, this is our amendment, right? Bullshit! He does not need to be tackled like that. Back. He is a veteran of this country. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I'm ashamed of every single one. He is a veteran of this country.
Where is this at?
DC.
Oh wow! You think this is one of the staged riots? It didn't seem like there was any crime until the military showed up.
He's done more for this country than any of you.
Now all of a sudden, that military's there. Now there's crime happening.
This is happening. Where did it say this was? ICE blindside tackles a peaceful protester from behind. Agents ran to the ground and pinned him down. Less lethal bullets were shot directly at a person's head from a roof, said witnesses trying to help the man. He's a veteran of this country. He's done more for this country. The incident occurred outside the Portland ICE field office in Portland, Oregon. But that's more of that coming to. We've got National Guard deployed in DC right now.
They had a bunch of looting happening yesterday and today too.
What's that?
They had a bunch of looting happen. A bunch of DC stores and markets and shopping places all got looted. Like flat loot mobs, like flash mobs where 300 people just walk right in and just take whatever they want.
They tried that shit on this store I saw a video of, and they started getting out of the car. They started coming in. As soon as first couple went in, started their shit, you hear gunshots go off, and these fucking people, they bailed.
You know what I use? You know what I use for a great example of that? The rooftop Koreans from the LA riots.
Yeah.
I watched that on live TV.
I did too, man. They were standing up there with ARs and shit, and one guy had a Mini 14. That's a nice rifle right there.
Guy had did you see the weird? There was one guy who was dressed up like he was in the military, like a foreign military. He had a hat on with the.
He probably was in the Korean Wars. The old guy was probably in the Korean War on the other side.
They had shotguns and everything. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Go get them, rooftop Koreans. You ain't taking our shit. Go past
Nobody
us.
took their shit. Nobody took their shit. No way. Yeah, that was great. And that just goes to show how, really, in all respects, an armed society is a polite society.
Yep.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, the kids are going out to eat, so they're not going to visit with me now.
Oh, they ain't going to visit with you. You just come to get money to go eat.
No, they didn't ask me.
I was just talking with you.
My daughter's almost 38 now. She shouldn't be asking.
So I was talking like she's 18.
My daughter's birthday today.
Oh, you know where they ain't looting? Out in the country at the old general store.
Yeah, you ain't shitting.
They ain't looting out there.
I told her she was turning into a fossil.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can do that. I can get away with that. How many times I get called a boomer and shit like that? Fuck you. That's what gets me about these young people. Oh, you fucking boomer. Oh, you're just an old guy, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you think you're immune to this, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be you.
Yeah. Keep it up.
That's another thing with those labels, man. Like I don't remember ever calling my grandparents anybody like boomers and Gen Z and Gen X. It's like, I don't know.
No, they do it. Swat your ass hard, dude.
Boomer is being misused.
Yeah.
We didn't have timeouts either. We had time ups. Like time's up. I'm up for
baby boomers are actually, I remember learning this 40 years ago that or more than that, and that boomers were the offspring, okay? They were the offspring of the population boom. There was a big baby boom that took place right after World War II.
Yeah.
Okay. We can even put the pieces together. Bunch of horny fucking soldiers came home after 4 years of goddamn war, and they was getting some.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay. And there was this huge explosion of births that took place after that. That's what that generation refers to. Okay. I'm not that old. You see,
we all know you were born in 1942.
I'm Gen X.
You're a giveaway.
He was born in 42.
65.
He wouldn't have gone to the war.
Right. You see, yeah, I was.
He would have been one of the war babies he's talking about.
My dad did get out of going to Korea, and it was just by total luck, because my dad would not have been able to handle that. I can guarantee you that. I mean, it would have. He just the type of person he was. Not that he was so sensitive or anything like that. Just the fact that chaos and disorder would put him into nervous nilly willies. Man, he could not stand chaos and disorder, and that's exactly what that was. But anyway, he had to go down to Fort Wayne, Detroit, to get his physical because for the draft. And he went down to get his physical. And when he came back home that day, in the mail was a letter of acceptance for his apprenticeship at Fisher Body to become a tool and die man. That made him exempt from the draft because skilled trades were exempt from the draft.
Plus, wasn't Fisher making doing stuff for the government too?
Yeah.
Jeeps and all kinds of other crap.
Fisher body, yeah, that was well, and they were making some. They made that what they would do is General Motors and the only
Studebaker and all those.
Right, the only auto company that didn't have, I don't think, Fords.
Yeah, Ford made their own
because Ford had everything. They even had their own rubber plants. Rubber plantation.
Yeah, from South America.
Yeah. I mean, they had everything. They had all the resources for everything they had to make in their cars. But yeah, I can remember you open the door of a car and you'd see that on the running board there where the door closes. It'd say "Body by Fisher," and it was a carriage company before the automobile. There was somebody that learned to get ahead with the times.
My second car was a Pontiac Ventura, and it had the Fisher stamp with the carriage on the runner.
Yeah.
That's what they use on the carriages when they're transporting the people to go build the big old world buildings.
He worked there. I'm wanting to say like 10 years, and then he transferred over to General Motors Truck and Bus Division, and that's where he ended up retiring from.
Didn't they sabotage the trains to get those buses on the road? That's what I've heard.
They do what?
Sabotage the train rails. That everybody used to ride the train everywhere they went. So,
yeah. Well, our infrastructure, as far as the rail lines are concerned, didn't really need any sabotage. All they needed was neglect.
Yep.
And that's exactly why our rail system in this country is just shit. It is complete shit. And that's why our roads are tore up, because everything is shipped by fucking trucks.
Yep. Wear and tear. Plus, the bigger the vehicle, the heavier it is, the more damage it does to that compressed.
And they build the roads with planned obsolescence to keep the fucking machine turning,
Yeah.
Well,
So they can repave it and repave it and repave it and repave it.
Dig it up. I mean, all the way from here, shit. The whole way up to fucking Sault Ste. Marie. Man, lane closure ahead. And there's the thing. I don't think they're doing any road work. I think they have the orange barrel storage problem. I think they don't have any place to put all them fucking orange barrels.
Some politician bought a whole bunch of orange barrels and just because it's a contract. His cousin worked at the barrel factory.
All them signs and fucking all the stuff to make the yellow paint on the highway and all that shit. You know where all that shit comes from, including those orange barrels?
No.
3M.
Yeah, figures.
3M is like huge.
They're a major corporation. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They make duct tape, man.
They make lots of things.
Yeah.
Stop sign.
There's a 3M. There's a couple 3M plants around here.
Yeah, they make insulation too.
Yeah, they make damn near everything. It's funny you mentioned those signs. I was driving earlier on the interstate, and it's like, you ever seen them? Well, you probably saw them on your little trip. They got them stupid ass like flashing signs on the road. It's like about texting or whatever. It's like, this could be your last text if you're, being beat about safe driving or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'll make sure not to look down at my phone, and I'll look up at your stupid ass sign and not the road. It's as funny. In the name of safety, they want you to look at their sign, but don't look at your phone.
Well, think about it.
Let's not look at the road at all.
Cops have got a laptop on their dashboard they're looking at all the time.
Yeah, I know. I just ran past one of those today. He was parked in back of the alley because he was busy on his laptop, basically. Yeah.
Did you see this, how Trump was walking down that red carpet in Alaska?
I didn't watch that.
What are they putting out a red carpet for? What do they do that shit? It's just a path of blood.
Hyperbolic.
Watch this guy.
Well, if he was Mr. Biden, he's by now. Yeah.
What is he doing? Kind of looks like a penguin.
So we put that Benny Hill music to it. That would be
Speed
awesome.
it up. Speed it up.
Yeah, speed it up.
He's got a penguin body.
I'll get you, Batman.
I'm so bombastic. I love myself. I'm so great. Oh, here's some more biblical shit going on. Chattanooga. Did you guys hear about Chattanooga, Tennessee?
No.
Something early about her today, but I didn't get into the article.
I've been too busy lately.
They're submerged. They're underwater now.
From what, rain?
Flood. Yeah. Check this out, man.
So you're telling me that flooding all across the United States and around the world has become the norm? Why do I say that? Because Chattanooga, Tennessee, has experienced its worst flooding in its history. Vehicles were trapped, people were trapped, and the flooding was just unbelievable. As a matter of fact, take a look at this video. Just look at that. Look at those cars. Look at that truck. No one's making a big deal about any of this, which is what's even more concerning. There's no dot connecting with floods that are going on all across the United States and around the world. The images that we continue to keep seeing all around the United States and around the world are not a figment of our imagination. Hence the reason why I don't understand why more dots are not being connected. What is going on with all of these flash floods that are just putting county by county, state by state under complete water? Does anyone care to elaborate as to why you think we keep getting all of these massive floods from flash flooding? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
It is a lot of unusual flooding, man.
Yeah. I looked it up real quick. It says that the mean elevation of Tennessee is 900 feet. Its highest point is Coolwoy, formerly Klingman's Dome. It's at 6,643 feet. It says the lowest point is along the Mississippi River at the state's western border. It's only 178 feet above sea level.
That's not very high at all the way around.
No.
It's been a while since I've been down there, but Chattanooga was pretty country last time.
Country as a biscuit.
Yeah.
Chattanooga.
I think I went to Chattanooga and Knoxville. I want to say.
Man. Come on, biscuits aren't all country. You need gravy to go with that, and then it'd be really
Oh shit! You know what? There's a scholarly carnivore over here in the in the Rumble side over here. My dog is drinking water, as you can hear, and we've got no stopping it over there as well.
What's that place in Tennessee where you can see like 4 states up on top of the Ruby something?
Chattanooga. That's
is that Chattanooga? Yeah.
Lookout Mountain.
Lookout Mountain, yeah.
Is that where
Ruby
the marker
Falls
is?
What's that?
Is that where the marker is, where you're standing at the point of the corner of all the states?
No, that's out west. That's New Mexico, Arizona.
Sorry, my bad.
What else is there? New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and is it Idaho?
I don't know.
Which ones did you?
Or Colorado?
Colorado. Yeah, it's Colorado. Yeah, I can actually get on 25 here and get to that point. It takes you straight there.
I don't know why I was thinking Tennessee, but
what was I watching? It was some freaking cartoon, and what had happened was these two snuck off to go, have sex in the desert, and they were right there at the four corners right there, and a cop from each state came up, and then they all started holding each other at gunpoint over who had jurisdiction.
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie. What is that?
I don't remember what that was.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it too.
It sounds like National Lampoon for some reason, but I doubt it.
Maybe.
What was it? Oh man! Oh, the reboot. Have you guys seen the reboot for?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm. Of National Lampoons?
No. The new King of the Hill.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Sorry.
I saw some clips on it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Did you see that they Paramount pulled South Park off though? It's too offensive. Too offensive.
Too offensive.
That's what they say.
Oh, because of Trump. Yeah. Well, that's okay. The people have a choice. Oh, well, it's the advertisers. See, that's how they get at them.
Yeah, golden handcuffs.
Yep. Every time, right through it.
It's all about the money.
Well, this is that clip that D-Man gave us. This is from the Jimmy Dore show.
It's kind of long, so you might have to kind of
we'll stop it from time to time as it goes here.
Pretty on the money.
I saw this, and this is really interesting. I got to get the right thing on there, though, man.
Trump's got a sensitive ear. That was funny.
He does. He's, and what's so funny about that South Park episode is that You remember who Satan's previous lover was, don't you?
Yeah.
It was Saddam Hussein.
Hey, cream puff.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to point out something. Look at that picture with Truman standing there now.
Yes.
Look at next to Jordan, okay?
Right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Palestine.
Palestine, yeah. That's it.
Well, is that who is that? That's Truman? Yeah. Okay.
Truman at the end.
33rd president of the United States. You know what party he was with?
Democrats.
No, he was actually independent.
Really?
Yeah.
The Whigs.
The Whigs.
Yeah.
Tories.
So was he the only independent?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I think he was Democrat.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Just like Bernie, huh?
Let me look real quick.
Feel the burn. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a member of the Democratic Party.
I thought when he ran as didn't he? Well, he became president. He was a vice president, and I think he got that through the independent, but then joined the Democratic Party because I remember there was something about him being an independent. This guy was a Secret Service nightmare. You know what the S in his name stood for? No, I'm serious, man.
I have no idea.
Absolutely nothing. He just added it because it sounded good. That's for real. But he would ditch Secret Service and shit, and he would go out and walk in town, stop in the barber shop and talk to people and shit.
I remember you saying that.
It's pretty crazy. Anyway, let's hear what he had to say.
5 or 6 million people out of a country and fill it up with 5 or 6 million more. And
5 or 6 million people out of a country. And
well, it wasn't really a land without people for a people without land. Absolutely not.
So Netanyahu said the quiet part out loud. So you know I've been telling you about there's a thing called the Greater Israel Project, meaning they just don't want to stay where they are in Israel. They want to take over Gaza. They want to take over the West Bank. Oh, you already knew that? Did you know they want to take over parts of Jordan, Syria, Iraq, Egypt? Did you know all this? Yes, that's called the Greater Israel Project, and they've been doing this. They've been doing this. Netanyahu finally said the quiet part out loud today. He admits that his goals are to further the Greater Israel Project, so it's not about Hamas. It's not about Netanyahu. It's not about Saddam Hussein. It's not about Assad. It's about the Greater Israel Project.
Which is exactly what I said when this fucking shit started. That's what I said. And it's bombing on in Iran and all that. It's not about it's not about knocking out any security. It's not about knocking out any nuclear facilities or anything else like that. It's all about this fucking Greater Israel Project, man. They've been doing this for a long time. The Golan Heights were seized during the 6 Days War. You know, the one where they were shooting at the USS Liberty, try to make it look like Egypt did it, so that we would go in on the side of Israel. It didn't work because they got spotted. They got spotted by a Soviet surveillance plane, a spy plane. And so they called off the attack, but it killed a bunch of sailors, wounded a bunch of others, and they were threatened with court-martial and even death penalty if they talked about it. Now the Liberty are coming out. What?
The Liberty.
Yeah, the USS Liberty. Yeah. Well, they seized the Golan Heights. That was part of Syria to begin with. And they just fucking kept it. They're going to keep trying to go further and further, and that's what they do. That's why they're always picking fights with everybody, and they're wanting to go, oh, look at us, we're getting our butts kicked, and they want us to come in there and help them. That's the whole thing. That's what we are to them, as a cash cow for weapons and a possible boots on the ground again. Let's get some more Americans killed for no fucking reason.
We'll get rid of people like Ted Cruz, and we won't have this issue anymore, will we? Get rid of the Saabs for...
let's get rid of all of them. Let's get rid of all of them. Why are we still playing this fucking game? We already know who owns all of them, right? They're all getting money from the same place. They're bought and paid for. All you got to do is walk through the halls of Congress, and you will see I support Israel. I support Israel on every goddamn representative's door. Same thing in the Senate. What's that tell you? It doesn't reflect what I see out here in the world. People aren't for this. What are you talking about? I support people that go in there and genocide somebody. Really? Well, thanks for telling me who you are.
Yep.
It's the one thing they both agree on.
Yeah.
That should tell you everything you need to know.
Yep.
I remember when I was younger, people used to say just turn them loose on each other and let them kill each other off. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yep.
That's the main attitude I got growing up. Because back in the 70s, they were doing this crap, and back in the 80s, too.
Well, yeah.
Well, because of Arafat, that's what was going on in that whole thing when Arafat was around.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of shit going on.
If they didn't have our support, they wouldn't be doing anything. There wouldn't be nothing going on.
Damn
That's the
straight.
problem, is that we support it financially, militarily, whatever, all of it.
We created it.
Yeah, I mean, we support both sides of every war too. Besides that point, but anyway.
Nobody else was for it.
Well, yeah, and you got to think about it. Who controls our monetary supply? Yeah, the Rothschilds. Yeah, and that's going to put us where right square in the pocket of Israel. Who actually owns Israel? Who created Israel? The Rothschilds.
Yeah,
they brag about it. I mean, here it was the fucking prime minister of England just said, hey, Lord Rothschild, here, I want to give you a fucking country. What? How do you get to do that shit, man? What's up?
Because they were all going to get rich. That's why.
Golly.
The Catholic Church is very much involved in all this too, by the way. They don't get enough light shown on them, but anyhow.
The Vatican?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're in debt to the Rothschilds, like really bad. Rothschilds pretty much owns the Vatican. They took out a massive loan from them, and they've never been able to pay it back.
Didn't our Fed do the same thing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's all same people, Raj.
I'm just saying.
Social Security.
Yeah, what's Social Security? Yeah. Listen, here's the thing. What if what they take out of your check every week in Social Security tax, what if you just opted out of getting Social Security and they don't take that out? And instead, what you do is you just keep that money, put it in an account somewhere, the same amount of what they would take out of your check. Just go ahead and throw it into an account of your own, right? Well, when it comes time, go ahead and play the game. And when you turn 62 or whatever the fuck, then you go ahead and you retire, right? And then you go into that account. You're going to have way more money than what you're ever going to hope to get from Social Security. They don't want you to do that. Why? Because then whatever's left over, you can pass on to your heirs.
That's why they created a death tax.
Yeah, see, this is bullshit. How do you because you add up what you put into Social Security through a lifetime, and then the amount that is actually extracted from that, and it's only a fraction of what you've totally put into it. You got fucking ripped, because the remainder of what you put into it, you don't get to pass that on. You don't get to use it right away and say, hey, here's what they only allot you a certain portion of it every week or every month. So then you can't say, hey, I'm going to take that big fucking cruise, or I'm going to do this and see Europe. And, no, there's none of that. None of that. They expect you to play their Wall Street game and shit so that you can hope to do that and get your Social Security. It's fucking nonsense. It should have never been. Government shouldn't have anything to do with a person's personal finances. None whatsoever.
It just reminded me, I had Ryan look up NASA. I think they get paid out by the Fed through under health. And I just looked up how much they made last year. They have $25.4 billion in a budget for last year.
Holy shit. For what?
I don't know, dude. You tell me.
To put a nuclear plant on the moon.
Oh, yeah, they're going to put that nuclear facility on.
Duh.
Well, let's test it out. Turn on the lights. Right.
Right. Hey, I got a quick question. It's way off topic, but can I is there a link to stream? Can I be on Rumble and stream or be on this at the same time as you guys are on YouTube? Just out of curiosity. Huh?
You can stream on both platforms. Yeah.
No, I know you can, but can I go on Rumble and like come on and join the panel through Rumble? Is what I meant to say.
I don't have a link over there. I don't think.
Okay.
I should put a link.
But if you put a link, can I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do it some other day. I was just curious.
If you want to try it, I'll put the link over there.
I'll do it another day.
I'll put it over there anyway, just because.
Okay.
Maybe somebody might. Well, that's.
I just thought I'd try it another day and maybe get people going over there. Kind of get interaction on both sides.
You might get Brenda popping in.
Yeah, who cares?
No, you won't.
Lucky you.
No, you won't. Trust me, you won't get Brenda. I can guarantee you.
As long as she takes her shoe and
as long as
the donut and the dog biscuit.
Oh, dog bones are a clock, dude.
Wait, where is it? Where is it? Yeah. This one.
Those are his words, and not mine.
There you go, Raj.
Beautiful, isn't it? I know.
Showed up. Look. Oh no, he's here still.
Yeah. Might as well make a Roblox character for him too.
No doubt, right? That thing come on and we just put this up. There you go. Bullshit meter. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, Saab, I've been calling ALE every day this week.
I saw that. I was watching that video where you was calling him, but you can't get a hold of nobody there.
Got the runaround, huh?
Yeah. I got a hold of the owner originally the first time I called, and I didn't record that. I should have.
No.
They talked about, I think, you to me. Like, I think you recorded part of your phone conversation you had with one of their representatives.
Yeah.
And you're like, they claimed that you were Flat Earth Society, and I was Flat Earth Society too.
Oh, no, I'm not Flat Earth Society. No.
He doesn't want to take me down there. He doesn't want to overcharge me, and he doesn't want me to go below the 80th parallel, is what he was saying.
Oh, you can't go below the 80th parallel. Well, how the hell are these people getting to see that ceremonial pole?
Well, I guess they are, but ALE's not taking them there, though.
Nobody.
They want to sell me the marathon package,
That's that one where you go down and then you can lie, like Duffy said.
Yeah.
To do and don't participate in the run.
Sure.
I forgot to tell you, Roger, that guy I reached out that works on the vehicles down there, he actually got back to me.
Yeah, did he?
And he said, "Hi, Chad. Yes, we experience," and he's talking about the 24-hour sun. "Hi, Chad. Yes, we experience this often, but for a short visit, you need to be a bit lucky to experience this," is what he said. That's the only thing I got back.
Yeah. Well, I got a hold of Nat Geo, and they told me they don't have anything that goes far enough to see the midnight sun.
You should be able to see it long before you get right to the pole.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're actually on a globe, you should have the exact same conditions in the north as you do in the south.
Don't have
at the opposing parallels, right?
Yeah.
Stands to reason. I mean, let's look at everything. Let's look at the ratio of flora and fauna at the parallels of the north as compared to in the south. They don't even fucking compare. So what the hell,
That's what I'm getting out of it. They get a longer day in the summer. That's about it. But they don't let me go run around free and go to any parallel that I want to go to and observe this phenomenon called midnight sun.
When you get there, just jack one of them snowmobiles, man.
Run off.
Run off.
Yeah, take it. Probably
right out the.
End up in a crevasse somewhere.
They'll send up penguins on snowmobiles to chase you.
They'll send the guns for me.
They'll send the guns. There's the guns too. Tune wears under Ruth.
Under ruse.
Craig would probably wear under ruse first, though, I think.
Oh my God. I don't even want to think about that.
He wears footy pajamas.
Footy pajamas? No shit. Brenda wears footy pajamas. Only one with only one footy.
I used to have a pair of Dukes of Hazzard ones back in the day.
Oh,
I was so happy. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of that.
I remember when I was a little kid and I had footy pajamas. I liked them when I was.
If you rubbed your feet together, you could do a static shock and shock anybody.
I would do that to my cat all the time.
Rub them on the carpet.
Yeah.
It's about them wanting to expand Israel. and they have to come up with excuses that you can buy. And one of them is the hostages. Release the hostages. It was never about that.
Well, I knew when they didn't release the hostages and Israel started killing their own hostages. That's why I put it together, Jimmy.
Incidentally, this guy Kurt Metzer, he is he's a flat earther, man.
Nice.
I just saw a video he put out. He got a lot of views on that too.
Really? He was just talking. I was watching him the other day, and he was talking crap about him.
But was he?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it might have been older, so maybe he's changed his view on it.
I'm pretty sure he's figured it out.
Yeah.
Because I've watched him on here, and he's like, "No, man, you're not on a globe."
This genocide was never about Israel's right to defend itself. It was about setting the stage for global domination, says duopoly destroyer Nico House, friend of the show. And he's right, because there's the headline from, this is a Jewish newspaper from Israel. Netanyahu says he's on a historic and spiritual mission, feels a connection to the vision of a greater Israel.
Oh, does he? Is the connection that he has to do whatever those terrorists tell him he has to do? Is that the connection? He's a criminal?
Connection. It's the same way that a drunk at the bar feels a deep connection to the woman who's trying to avoid him. That kind of connection. There it is. Antiwar.com. Netanyahu says he's very much attached to the vision of greater Israel. And listen, here I'll play it for you. So he was being interviewed. This is from Middle Eastern Eye 24 News. And this, what are we doing here? So he says, you got to ask the question, what are we doing here? And here's what he says. I'll read it to you. We are on a mission for generations. There are generations of Jews who dreamed, and there are generations of Jews who will come after us. So you ask if I feel like I am on a mission, historically and spiritually? And the answer is yes. The guy says, I don't want to complicate things for you. At the end up with the 6,000 case, but, and then what is this? This is my vision. It's one of the things I dreamed about. And he's handing him an amulet that has the greater Israel on it. And he says, the time has come. It's called Jerusalem. I'm not giving this to you. I'm giving this to you to give to your wife, Sarah. So he says, thank you very much. Do you connect with the vision of greater Israel? And Netanyahu says, very much. Really? Very much. This is the greater Israel. So that's what this is all about. And it will be important to remember this when Netanyahu's at The Hague. That's all. I think it'd be good to bring this point up.
He will never be at The Hague. But they already did, so that you know how Mike Johnson smuggled in a red heifer using. Yeah. I don't know why you're not supposed to export beef to Israel or something, but he brought one in under some pet law, and they did a rehearsal sacrifice of the red heifer. And then they came out and said, no, we did the real sacrifice of the red heifer. So that craziness that I just said, which sounds insane, that's Bible beater dispensational shit for the last 30 years they've been talking about. So these maniacs are going to try to reenact some kind of like revelation thing. They're all together. It's not just the Christian maniacs. It's those Jewish ones about Gog and Magog and all that shit. They're all together on it. And it's a cult. And they really believe in what they're doing.
See, and that ties into what I've said for a long time. You know, I've wondered, is it possible, okay, that they're actually playing out the script of Revelation, but it had already happened? I mean, they're just trying to like, I don't think you can force prophecy. I mean, if you just go along, if you already know what the prophecy calls for, well, it would be easy to reenact it, right? It would be easy to enact like you're fulfilling prophecy. I don't know, man. So that's what I'm thinking with I'm on board with what Kurt's saying here on that. You know, it's, I don't know.
They're pushing it.
Yeah.
Pushing it to say, oh, no, this is going to happen. And then it's really not the hand of God. It's just the hand of them.
Well, who's that guy? Locke, that evangelist guy with the
Greg Locke.
Greg Locke, yeah. He's one of them. He's one of them Christian Zionists, man.
Yeah.
And boy, they really talk about some mixed up, crazy fucking people. I don't know where they get the shit they think.
Well, I think Duffy's in that same corner too. If you want to,
He is. He's a
Yeah.
Yeah, he's false.
Look at that. Look at that happy little boy.
Oh, he found the picture.
Let me see, hold on. Oh shit, is that you?
Yeah, it's Duke's hat. Luke and Bo Duke, man. I was happy to get those. Look at that carpet, boy.
Oh man.
That's 70s like nothing else, dude.
Yeah, that was my grandparents' house.
Lots of brown, 1970s.
Oh, that's
that
it.
had lots of colors in it.
David Koresh, look.
Looked like somebody threw up on it.
Sure. Script. Sure. That's interesting. That is interesting. But,
Well, they were concave earthers too, weren't they? I heard that much. Koreshians.
There was what?
Concave earthers. They went through the Southwest. The original Koreshians, they were trying to prove the convexity or the concave Earth with a thing called a rectilineator. They would go all over and they were trying to measure horizons with this.
You mean you're talking about the Branch Davidians?
Yeah, their predecessors.
The originals, the ones that found
the original, the Branch Davidians, they were a breakaway from the Seventh Day Adventists.
Yeah,
I imagine so. Yeah, but they did push that that we're inside the Earth thing. We're in the middle of the ball Earth. That's what they wanted to push.
That's what that one dude from Australia. That was pretty bizarre, man. I hadn't seen him in so long. The other night when Tony Drake came on. Down here, I just got out of jail. He broke some restraining order or something.
I didn't hear him say that part.
Oh yeah,
I was on there.
I says to him, yeah, that's what he said. And he said, yeah. I says, well, what was you in jail for? He says, oh, some stupid restraining order or something like that. And then I was like, I had to ask him, I was like, quit shouting. You're not like, just because you're in Australia doesn't mean you have to yell for me to hear you.
And then what he was talking about something, he's like, well, I'm legally blind anyway. It's like, so how the hell? He was talking about seeing something. It's like, well, if you're legally blind, what are you even talking about? Oh no, he wanted you to pull up that map of the underground cables. It's like, well, what do you want us to pull the map up for if you can't even see it?
No, man, I'm like, it don't make no sense at all. What the hell?
Well, you fill it out like Braille. Why you had it up there?
I don't mind him though. I know he's a goofball, but he's all right.
He's all right. He's a good guy.
It says here, so real quick, that the 7-day event is. It says the globe is implied. It says the curved shape of the flame creates an implied globe, symbolizing the church's global mission as every to the gospel, the 3 lines. Yeah, so it's even in this symbol, it's a globe.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. A lot of my family were Seventh Day Adventists, but that's a new thing. That the original, see, they came from Millerites. And the Millerites, there's this guy, he was a Reverend Miller, and he was preaching that he had figured out when the end of the world was coming. And so these people, they had it all calculated down. And so there's a lot of people, they didn't plant crops. They didn't bother doing anything. They just went ahead and waited for this time. And they put on these robes and they went up on this hill waiting for Jesus to come back.
And they starved to death.
Well, no, it didn't happen, and so the guy says, "Wait, I figured out what I did wrong. I didn't take into account this, that, and the other." And so he calculated another date, and they went up there, and it didn't happen again. And that was known as the Great Day of Disappointment, or the Day of Great Disappointment, or something.
You know what they needed, Soft? They needed Nikes.
Well, see, and what they were actually doing was they're actually more of like Seventh Day Adventists. They hold the Sabbath, okay, from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, and a lot of them have adopted like a vegetarian or an ovolactive vegetarian diet, and they're due to the preachings of a New Age saint by the name of Ellen G. White. And it was this, when she was a little girl, she got struck in the head by a rock. It put her like in a coma. She finally came out of it, and then she would have these visions and she would prophesize. And she would prophesize holding like a big, huge family-sized Bible in her hand out like this and her eyes closed. And for like an hour, 2 hours holding this thing out and preaching these prophecies. And a lot of her prophecies involved that the meat in the future would be contaminated, and that it was better to go with the vegetarian diet because of, for Cain and Abel's sacrifice and all this other. And so consequently, you get these potluck dinners that they always have after Sabbath service on Saturday. And man, then they all go to somebody's house and they sit around. The guys will watch a football game and the girls all are making shit in the kitchen. And they sit around and fart all day long from eating all this vegetarian bullshit, man. I swear to God.
Oh, damn you, bean casserole.
Oh, my God. And they got this.
Lentils.
Yeah, yeah. And here's the thing about a lot of that shit. Like, they got these hot dogs, but they're vegetarian hot dogs.
Soy boy?
Yeah. And it's like, I got to ask, how come nobody ever takes meat and tries to make it look and taste like a fucking carrot or something? That it never goes the other way. It's always they take a bunch of carrots.
Vegetarians. They're alive.
I mean, that's what I do. Hey, that's a nice cut of beef right there. Yeah, what are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm going to grind it up and turn it into a carrot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my lamb eggplant.
That never does.
No coincidence. They don't look healthy either.
No.
That reminds me of the first stream I came on your show. So you had a vegetarian in here arguing with you about the firmament.
Oh yeah.
God.
Listen, these
where's
people,
the bird flying?
I don't know. I don't know how I can't get it. How people don't understand gas behavior, man. It's like you live in it. You live in the fucking shit. Surely you have had experiences with stuff, It's where do you get this idea about gravity holding air and shit? That's like the dumbest ass thing I've ever heard. I mean, just given they tell you what the behavior of gases are, and then they turn around and say, yeah, but gravity holds it down. Well, where's any evidence of this? Well, there's a gradient. Oh my God. And then they jump right to mass attracts mass. Okay, well, why does mass attract mass? And how do you get a mass of gas without something to collect it in? I mean, please tell me that. Then they'll try to show you some kind of fucking demonstration, and it always involves using some kind of a container. Like, God damn, man.
That's like Blue Marble Science did that back like 6 years ago. He went and got 2 containers to show us gas pressure without containment. Yeah, literally.
What are we all paying our gas bill for anyway, right?
Or
get it for free.
What's that one that the sodium hexafluoride in, right? And it's like, why do you have it in a fish tank? That's a container, bro.
Right.
Yeah, just know you should just be able to hold it in your hand.
And the guy argued with me. He says, yeah, but if we didn't have the fish tank, it would just go all over on the floor. I said, exactly.
No shit.
Now, is it going to stay there on the floor? Oh, no. Given the arrow of time, what's going to happen is it's going to dissipate completely to where it's just virtually non-existent, really. So why did it do that? Oh, is it because of the behavior? It just happened to be a denser than air gas. Okay. Well, there again, just bolsters more of how RDD works, relative density disequilibrium. I don't know why people can't get that. They'll want to believe that you can warp and bend space-time, even though they don't. Nobody fucking understands that. They have to view emptiness as a fabric, which is stupid.
Well, don't they have to bring the hexafluoride in a tank to begin with when they bring it into the room? When they do the demonstration, they bring a tank of the gas in and then put it in the fish tank.
Yeah, you just carry it in a basket or something.
And if you don't have something, even if your container isn't strong enough, airtight enough to hold a gas, it escapes over time anyway. So you leave your gas can out in the winter, and then by the summer it's like almost gone or practically all the way gone. It's like, I wonder why.
Or it turns the furniture polish, and if you put it in the carburetor, it gums everything up because it's the certain elements of the fuel have dissipated off, so it gets thick and orange, and it gets this weird smell.
And it's lost a lot of its liquid.
Yeah, right. Warp and bend people's minds, and that's literally what it is. Okay, space time. What the fuck? Space is our perception between objects. You and something else. Okay, and what is time? Okay, so we've already got one thing that's a perception, and then we got time. What is that? That's just a perception too, because there's only ever now. The past only exists in your memory, and the future only exists in your imagination. Now, tell me how these two non-tangible things can be warped or bent.
Oh, light does it.
Well, you could lie about something.
Yeah,
that would be a warp.
Sounds more like it does. Well, here, let me show you with this stupid fucking math that has all kinds of demonic symbols and shit in it. Let's do that.
Let's give it a lot of 333 numbers and 6 numbers.
Yeah.
It's just coincidence.
I mean, and people say, "Oh, that guy's brilliant." No, he's not. He was a fucking retard.
I did a show on Newton the other day, and I kind of find out he was an anti-Trinitarian. He was an alchemist and a whack job, and nobody paid attention to him.
Yeah.
He just, and he died of mercury poisoning.
Yes, he did. He ate mercury. He was crazy. Yeah. He ran away from his final exams at Cambridge.
Yeah.
He ran away. Yeah, he ran away. He was a nut, man.
He would have passed anyways. That's the problem. The funny thing in the documentary I watched, though, was they accredited him for calculus, but he took calculus before he graduated. I'm trying to figure out how do I get that in the mix. If he invented it, how did he take the course before he invented it?
Well, he made his own course and he passed.
How do we even know the guy really even existed?
Good question.
We just take that for granted. As well as this guy must have lived.
Krusty knees.
About him?
You've ate those delicious little bars, right? Of course he existed.
He just stuck to the fucking cookies, man. Really
Hey, Krusty knees. How do we know he
I don't think he even did exist, Aaron Krusty Knees. I don't believe. But like with Newton, I from what I understand, he did not publish his paper on gravity. Somebody else did that after he died. And the reason he didn't publish it was because he couldn't reconcile the idea of something moving without a force being applied. And that it violated the conservation of energy. Where does mass get the energy to create gravitational force to move another object? Where is this energy transferred from, and why does it never run out? A magnet loses magnetism over time. Hell, half my cupboards in here are so old that the magnets on it, most of them don't even work anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's just over time they'll fucking lose their magnetism.
I used to have a little machine solve that I used to take these little RC car motor magnets out and put them in this little thing that you took the armature out, you took the end bell off,
Yeah, I remember
push
those.
the magnets out, push it down into the machine, and it would re-energize the magnets. And you
Oh,
could
wow.
take them back and put them back in the can, then put the armature back in, change the bearings, and put the bell back on it. Because after a while, they would lose that.
They lose their power.
Yeah, and it wouldn't turn the motor at the same speed. It would slow it down.
Everything is subject to the nature of decay. That's all.
True. Well, the thing with Newton, though, he was the president of, he ran the Royal Sciences at the end of his career. And
Who was the monarch at that time?
I don't know, can't remember. They
be interesting because you find out, you look into these monarchs and shit, and you find out that there was really some tragically disturbed and mentally ill.
At what period?
That would have been in the 1600s.
Yeah.
So let's see, who is the king? Let's see who.
Henry the something.
James
Henry
the
the
First,
26th.
1603, followed by Charles the First.
Charles, yeah,
Who was
he
executed in 1649. Then
Who's-
Charles the Second in 1660.
Yeah, Charles II.
Yep. Then Interregnum. I don't know what that is. Then Charles the Second. Then James
What
the
did you say?
Second.
What?
Interregnum. INTERREGNUM.
Feel like I just heard that the other night.
Interregnum. It says this period.
It's got to be a Latin word, right?
Yeah, it got to be. This period saw England governed as a republic with Oliver Cromwell as Lord Protector.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! What a thing to call yourself! I am the Lord Protector.
Lord Protector.
Imagine the fucking balls on that guy, huh?
Right? Who is your lord? We don't have a lord. Well, who is your? Who are you? I'm your king. How'd you get
I'm
that?
the Lord Protector.
King of who? This is the Britons.
It's a period of time between reigns.
Oh, okay.
Interregnum.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Sure.
Thank God. Well, the last thing Newton did was he worked for the Mint, the Royal Mint, and he made monetization more easier, according to what they put in the documentary. He wasn't really in the sciences anymore. That's what he died doing. So, but he was the boss of everything. He ran the money in the Mint. So of course, anything he says is like gospel. I think that's the way they look at it. Newton.
I don't know, man. That's a lot of bullshit to have to swallow with it.
Yeah, it is.
I don't really think he could believe that shit.
Your buddy's here, Roger.
I saw him. Yeah. Of course, Newton published it before he died. That's what they tell everybody. That's what's written in the history books. Yeah.
God. Anyway, let's get on.
Oh, real quick, just before you started, hold on. I wanted to read something real quick. Just something I saw in the chat. Hold on. Oh, damn it. I should have. Damn it.
Cromwell was an insidious rapscallion.
Well, that's quite a mouthful.
I like that.
A downright scoundrel, you might say. A ne'er-do-well. Huh? There's one you don't hear all the time. Ne'er-do-well.
Is that like nerd? Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it was a word derived from nary does well.
Yeah.
Like never does well.
Here it is. I found the comment. DeWitt Straightlaces said, are we to infer that Fig Newton was a fruitcake?
Yes.
He threw that one.
Absolutely. They're all crazy. Look at the fucking guy that's in there now. The King of England. Look at that guy. He's a nightmare. That guy is something wrong with him.
Vampire.
He is. They do. They challenge kids.
Supposedly he has cancer, right? Or I won't get derailed.
No, I think I don't know. I heard something about that too. That's going to put William in the throne.
Yeah.
I mean, why would anybody really give a fuck? You know, I guess the Parliament calls the shots, not the Queen. Well, the way it works is the Queen reigns, but the Prime Minister's rule, and that's kind of like, you know, like a buffer zone between who's calling the shots and who gets the fucking whip if the people don't like it.
Speaking of which, who's the Queen? Like who took her spot, or how's that work?
That's Charles. Charles is
he's the king.
He's the king. All right, yeah. I don't know what I was saying.
He has control over all the Commonwealth countries too, on who gets elected also. Yeah. So if he doesn't approve of the person that won, say in Canada or New Zealand or any of these other places, you could just step in and say, no, you're not doing it. You can go away, and he can jump right in and say, no, go away. We don't want you.
Queen Chuck.
So.
So I saw something about where Trump was macking on Princess Diana back in the day.
I saw that. Yeah.
This guy, man, I don't know.
Didn't they say this the kitty she had was? Oh, never mind.
Saying that what her kid is Donald Trump's.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going down that road, and their eyes look the same. Look at their eyes.
Come on now.
You've been watching too much Fittest Flat Earther.
Oh my god.
I almost had an aneurysm that night. The guy come on and said that fucking Maxine Waters was Jimi Hendrix.
Oh my god.
I was at an aneurysm.
He did not. He did not. Did he really?
That guy that was that night, yes.
Oh my!
Morgan Freeman was
I
Jimi
almost died.
I thought Morgan Freeman was Jimi Hendrix.
They're overlapping at this point.
And he says that and that Elvis is Trump.
Yeah.
Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey. Oh man, the list goes on.
Oh my god! Yeah, come on, man. Hugh Jackman and somebody else too. I think. I don't know. I can't keep it straight. But
oh my god!
And so, he let the cat out of the bag there. So that's him saying, it's about the Greater Israel Project, which is a big misstep because he told the truth. That's what a gaffe is. A gaffe in politics is when you accidentally tell the truth. He forgot to tell the lie. The lie is like, no, we don't want to expand. We just want to fight terrorism.
We want a two-state solution.
Yeah. So, in modern political context, Greater Israel could refer to Israel taking complete control of Gaza, the West Bank, and the Golan Heights. There's even more to that. But for more ideological Zionists, including members of Netanyahu's government, Greater Israel means Israel expansion into Jordan, into Syria, into Lebanon, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia based on biblical interpretations. I'm going to think there's got to be Egypt in there too. And so here's a map of it. So this is Greater Israel. So there's Jordan, there's Syria, because they want to go all the way to Damascus. There's Iraq, that's Baghdad. There's parts of Egypt, there's Cairo. Looks like parts of Saudi Arabia too. I don't know.
Why is Saudi Arabia cool with that? Because they're in on it with Israel. Why are they cool?
They
with that?
must be.
Crypto Jews.
Well, what they did to the Houthis in the Saudi Arabia has been in on it for a while, and a lot of Zionists like Saudi Arabia now because that prince is in.
So Israel's like a cancer that just keeps spreading.
This sounds like what they say about Putin. That Putin wants to keep spreading, but which they don't. But guess who does? The most moral army.
Netanyahu made the comments I just showed you in that interview. According to the Times of Israel, the amulet was not shown on camera, so it's unclear how far it depicts Israel's territory extending. But the Israeli leader was asked if he felt a connection to the expansionist vision, and he answered very much. Netanyahu has previously displayed maps that show the West Bank and Gaza as part of Israel, including when addressing the UN just weeks before October 7th. Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich caused controversy in 2023 when he spoke at an event that displayed a map of Greater Israel that included Jordan. Wow. Smotrich, who has significant power in the current Israeli government, said in
What happened?
an interview for a documentary produced by Arte, a European public service channel, that Israel would take territory in Arab countries little by little, and said that it is written that the future of Jerusalem is to expand to Damascus.
Where's that written?
It's exactly the same way they took Gaza a little bit at a time, huh? An actual pig would know where to draw a line, because pigs are smart. Netanyahu was also asked in the interview if he felt that he was on a mission for the Jewish people, and he said he was on a mission of generations. There are generations of Jews that dreamt of coming here and generations of Jews who will come after us. So if you're asking if I have a sense of mission historically and spiritually, the answer is yes.
Yeah, so most of the Jews are in Cyprus out of Israel now, and then the only ones left are the crazies. So it's that cult. That's a Chabad. People think Trump converted to that just because his daughter did.
Glenn Deason says Netanyahu speaks of greater Israel while his defenders still pretend this is all about releasing hostages. Yeah. And Dropside says, breaking, Israel in talks to resettle Palestinians in South Sudan.
Oh.
The Associated Press reports that Israeli officials have held talks with South Sudan about moving Palestinians from Gaza to the East African state, a country still recovering from civil war and facing acute food shortages. Sources familiar with the discussion say Israel has approached other nations with similar proposals as part of Prime Minister Netanyahu's push for what he calls voluntary migration.
Hold up a second. Isn't that what Germany did with them?
Pretty much.
Isn't that what they did with them? Forced migration.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got on boats and shit, trying to go everywhere, begging to go there, and people was turning them away everywhere. Huh.
I wonder why that is.
It's just
weird.
A coincidence.
You know, if Netanyahu's ears keep getting any bigger, you can just fly over here to America.
No. They start morphing into demons and shit right before your eyes.
So I'll pick up.
Hey, how about
pick
up HBO on them things?
Look like you ought to be squatting down on the edge of a church roof or something, don't he? He's getting like this.
Chuck him a piece of cheese.
Yeah, she's a little rat face fucker. Oh man, I ain't going there.
Israel moves to Ukraine, where they're from.
How about that? Here, someone put this together about the Greater Zionist Project, and they talked about it 60, 70 years ago. Watch this.
Particularly who were against anything that is to be done if they couldn't have the whole of Palestine and everything handed to them on a silver plate so they wouldn't have to do anything. It couldn't be done. We had to take it in small doses. You can't move 5 or 6 million people out of a country and fill it up with 5 or 6 million more. And
5 or 6 million people out of a country and
So it wasn't really a land without people for a people without land. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
we had to take it in small doses.
We had to take it in small doses.
We had to take it in small doses. You can't move 5 or 6 million people out of a country and fill it up with 5 or 6 million more and expect both sets.
We're conducting an expansionist policy of Israel, and everybody's afraid to say it.
The Zionists, particularly, who were against anything that is to be done if they couldn't have the whole of Palestine and everything handed to them on a silver plate so they wouldn't have to do anything. It couldn't be done. We had to take it in small doses. You can't move 5 or 6 million people out of a country and fill it up with 5 or 6 million more.
So I'm pretty sure that's a former president of the United States telling you what the Zionist plan was for Palestine. And
Right.
if you want to see what...
That's fucking outrageous, man.
Isn't it? I almost fell out of the chair when I watched this. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So this has been the plan all along.
Yeah.
From the beginning, before it.
They need the shoreline, don't they? That's one of the reasons why they want.
So if you go over to the private, I threw another link in there. That's it's the portal.org. You could pull that up for a second and keep the video in the background, and that's the time map that shows you the areas they took in time. And it's big. It's big. It'll fill the whole screen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I'll bring that up here in a minute.
Palestine used to
5 or
look
6
like...
million people out of a country and
So it wasn't really a land without people for a people without land. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
We had to take it in small doses.
We had to take it in small.
So that's what Palestine looked like. So the Palestinians are in green, right? And they controlled all of Palestine. And then here comes the Zionists, 46,
Take it in small doses.
And then here 1947. Wasn't that when the Balfour Declaration went into?
Can't move.
And boom, look at all of them. Whoa. So that's when they had to do the Nakba. And look how they're taking it. So,
6 million people out.
That's in 60s. Look how bad it was in 66. Well, look how it is
Fill
now.
it up with 5 or 6 million more and expect both.
2023. It's almost all gone. So what's that, Kurt?
Everything's working.
Yeah, it's working.
According to plan. So all the stupid TV preacher type Christianity that you saw for years and years,
yeah,
those are the Christian Zionists that are working off the Schofield Bible from early Zionism back in the day when basically all the American evangelical horseshit came from England through Zionists. That's a fact. And so the Schofield Bible is the one. So you know these wacky Christians that think those Jewish terrorists that support Netanyahu are right? They've groomed them for years and years and years. Now, if you watch people doing Christian stuff, because I watch everybody's stuff, they're all talking about this Bible translation made by a con man on behalf of some weird Zionist in New York named Untermeyer. And that's what all this is about. They were calling it dominionism a few years ago. The bad evangelicals were called dominionism if you're a liberal. That's what this is part of. And they're going to act out, just like Bill Maher warned in his Religulous movie, religious nuts are acting out stuff from the Bible and they're going to make them happen on their own. So that's why they don't care about nukes or anything that happens to you, is because they think they are personally responsible to fulfill the prophecy of Revelation, which if you actually read the Bible, you would know you're not. But they're scumbags, all of them. They're all part of some weird cult, and it breaks off in a lot of little cults, and that's what they're going to do this stuff whether you like it or not.
We should do a segment on the Schofield Bible. And so
I didn't know about it for a long time because when I was a kid as a little Jehovah, and my little friend that I had was born again. His dad was a Marine, and he was all about Zionism, which made no sense to me. And they used to talk about the red heifer, which is not a thing that I remember from the Bible being any kind of thing.
But this is in the Schofield Bible.
Well, okay, there's a Bible scripture referring to some ceremony. I think it's in Jude. But to take it and make it into this thing, that comes out of the Talmud. And that was, you can see the entire operation now. It's like PSYOP Christianity. And there's a lot of people that were in that, a lot. And just now, I don't know why people started figuring it out. I have no idea why.
So Netanyahu let it slip, and so now this tells you that everybody in power in Congress and the media, they know about the greater. I mean, this guy Traficant was talking about this 25 years ago.
They know the crime rate's high, but they're not going to say it.
Pat Buchanan was talking about it 35 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that bullshit my whole life.
Huh. You know, I remember Traficant. He also had the worst wig in history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't they frame him and put him in prison too for a while so that he didn't win any re-elections?
Seems like that rings. I think there was something like that with him. Yeah. I remember something big happened.
Well, I can give you a modern example of an evangelical who's a Zionist. That would be Kenneth Copeland. He actually that's what he has a claim for. He flies to Israel for every meeting they have. Yeah. All the rabbis. He literally, that's why he has it.
He's a demon. That dude is a freaking straight up demon. Yeah. That ain't no shit either.
So everybody knows what the Greater Israel Project is. They know that Netanyahu doing a genocide right now has nothing to do with hostages or the October 7th attack. This is all a plan. And
what does the word Holocaust mean? It means a burnt offering. So the scumbag Zionists, who are called the Zionist Fascist Party, don't ever forget that. That's how they originated. They will sacrifice Jews to make what they want happen. They will use actual Jews as a sacrifice. Netanyahu did it with the COVID vaccine. He gave it to them first, so that's mangle the shit out of the gate. And he doesn't. The Hannibal directive is where they shoot their own hostages. The idea that Israel keeps Jews safe is so insane and makes no sense on any level because it doesn't. It has caused nothing but problems for Jews, actually. And religious Jews knew it when they did it.
Yep. So if you'd like to hear me make fun of this, you could come see me in Rutherford, New Jersey, Appleton.
There's the wig. I got.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
the
doozy.
wig. Look at the wig. God.
Why?
Looks like some kind of a creature feeding off the top of his head. It's terrible.
Just about that period of time when he started to kind of talk about that a little bit, all of a sudden the feds raided him. And I remember they were saying that he was paying illegal aliens to do work on his house. And it was like it was like he did a war crime. Like literally the way they treated him, and they did it so that he wouldn't win anymore. They got him out of there because he was saying things that they didn't like.
Hey, I ran across something really crazy today. It's just a meme, and I forgot about it. But there's a patent, and this intrigued me. Hold on. Let's see if we can look this up. He says, bro, what do you mean everything I see in the night sky is not to be real? He says, buddy, they've been able to turn the sky into a hologram since 1978. Look up patent number US 4214807A. He says, why do you always shatter my dreams? Wow, science is awesome. So what is that patent? Let's see if we can see. I'm going to look it up. I meant to do this earlier and I forgot.
It's holographic optical satellite communication system.
What's that mean?
It says in satellite communication system using optical carriers to downlink radiation beam pattern is limited to illuminating only the receiver sites for power economy. Transmitting laser beam pattern is shaped in such a way that the intensity distribution at the Earth's surface is adapted to the geographical distribution of receiving stations. It says a suitably prepared hologram or set of stacked holograms storing different beam patterns is interposed in the radiation path, and the antenna characteristic may be varied by selecting a particular hologram. This is accomplished by changing the beam angle of incidence by remote control.
This thing came in my feed the other day. I watched this guy. He was on Grok or whatever, right? And I don't know if it was a trendy thing or whatever, but he asked where they had planted the flag on the moon, right? And then Grok gave him some coordinates. So he took those coordinates and then plugged it back into Grok, and then it gave like a Google Earth coordinate to where it was at, and it ended up being like Central Africa and like the Congo or somewhere.
Wow.
I put it in private chat for you.
Let me see if I can find it.
I got it up on I got the PDF of it right now.
I want to see it operate.
See
if
if I
they
can
have a demonstration of this.
Oh, it's that guy.
Well, I know it's bullshit right off the bat because it says that satellites suitable to user communication systems move in synchronism with the Earth's rotation on a so-called geostationary orbit above the Earth's equator.
So satellite above the equator and on balloons.
Just the communication of a larger unstable bandwidth can be expected at higher frequency ranges. Publication of interest in this regard is paper 1000 mbits inner satellite laser communication system technology by J.D. Barry.
Who's to say it's not on balloons, though?
Yeah, it could be.
You know? I mean, this is interesting. This thing's got drawings in it, too.
Yeah, I seen that. Although, they'll beam Jesus and they'll beam Buddha, they'll beam Satan and beam all the stuff all over the place to get everybody to think it's the end of the world. Crap, it's blue beam. That's what it is.
I forgot that this is the whole Megillah. I'll have to get into this later.
It actually expired
Did it?
Yeah, 1998 anticipated expiration.
So they're not using this stuff.
Probably, but it says application was filed by the International Business Machines Corporation, IBM.
IBM.
I put a link in the regular chat there, Sav, whenever you get a chance. You can look at it if you want to. It just happened to come across my feed, so I checked it out.
Take a look here. What's it called?
It's the guy looking up the coordinates of where they supposedly planted the flag on the moon.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait, stop. Don't start.
I don't know. It just popped in and I watched it.
I got it right here.
Interesting nonetheless, I guess.
Have to go.
It's all AI, so who knows? But like I said, it kind of AI capitulates to people's biases, so who knows?
I'm under the impression that they're going.
You guys, I told them.
I'm under the impression that AI will pretty much tell you whatever the fuck you want it.
That's what I think too.
You know, I really do.
Yeah.
It's your own personal puppet.
Yeah. And it strokes you.
Oh yeah.
You fucking think, oh, that's a very good question. You're very smart. Here's your endorphin. You know, it's like, okay.
How's everybody doing today? I certainly hope you're doing well. Well, today I'd like to report to you that the artificial intelligence that is under XAI, LLM, which is a large language model of a intelligence bot, so to speak, for X.com, called Grok. Grok is admitting that the United States did not land on the moon. Well, let's see how we got there, shall we? The question was asked, in other words, the input for Grok was, what is the exact coordinates of where the American flag was put on the moon? Let's go ahead and see what it says. The exact coordinates of where the American flag was planted on the moon depend on the specific Apollo missions, as multiple flags were placed during the Apollo program. It goes on to say, Apollo 11, July 20th, 1969, Sea of Tranquility. Coordinates 0.67408 degrees north, 23.47297 degrees east. So let's go ahead and grab just the coordinates. And let's put that into a search through Google. Let's see what Google says. Let's go ahead and move this over here. Now, Google says Apollo 11 site, and that says, according to Davis Colvin 2000, precise coordinates in which the lunar module landed are 0.67408 north, 23.47297 degrees east. Okay, so just to make sure that we got that right, let's go ahead and move it up, which is right here. So you can match it up and see that this is the exact number as this. So Google has acknowledged that these coordinates have something very much to do with the lunar mission called Apollo 11. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, or some crap like that, right? Sure. Try not to step in the biggest pile of moon poo, okay? So let's go ahead and hit the back button, shall we? And go back to Grok. Let's do that. Waiting for it to go back. I'm going to refresh Grok. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place the coordinates that were acknowledged by Google as being the lunar Apollo 11 landing And let's see what happens next. The coordinates 0.67408 degrees north, 23.47297 degrees east, point to a location in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but Congo is located in Africa. You got that? So these coordinates were first obtained by Grok and acknowledged that these coordinates had everything to do with the lunar landing of Apollo 11. The same coordinates were put into a Google search, just the coordinates. And Google also maintained and confirmed that, according to them, that those coordinates have everything to do with the lunar landing, Apollo 11. However, when you come back to Grok, now it's saying that those coordinates have something to do with the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States in 1969, July 20th, landed in Africa. Bravo. I'm monographed, and if you can't speak freely, you're simply not free. Please chime in.
Saab, can I comment on that?
I was gonna say, I don't think they landed in any fucking place, man.
The moon map.
The what?
The moon map.
What about it?
Where they landed on the moon? You know how some say that the moon is actually the mirror image of where we are, the land that we are in. The moon map.
Okay.
Would that match up to where that area is at? Where they?
I'm going to look into that for the next show. So I'll rewatch this, then I'll figure out. I'll flip the moon, and then I'll figure out exactly where it is by overlaying the Earth map that we have over the moon map to see if it fits the exact same spot. Guarantee it does.
That'd be weird. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. Hello Baby says, well, did he specify on the moon? And I saw comments from other people say, yeah, you got to use not Google Earth, but Google Moon. It's like, we ain't never been to the moon, so how the hell would you have coordinates to the moon?
I know, right? Who laid out the meridians and shit, right?
Right.
Good God.
I mean, I get your question. It's funny to me. You're not the only person that's asked that.
You have to wonder that. Where, like, where does a compass work on the moon? That would be something to test.
How would that work?
They point towards Earth.
Well, if it's not physical, no, because it's not. It wouldn't be physical, so you wouldn't be landing on it, and you wouldn't be able to. Who knows what it is? I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm just putting a couple of ideas together at the same time when he said that, and I knew that he was going to do that, and I was like, watch, they're going to put it in and then put it on the Earth, and it's going to put it on the map, and that's exactly what it did. So the first thing I thought of was, okay, take the two, flip the map so that it's positioned right, and then overlay them and see if it's the same spot.
We should look up whether NASA claims the moon has a magnetic pole. I wonder if they say that. Yeah.
That would have been a great experiment for them to do, other than just jumping around up there, see if they could detect any kind of magnetic anomalies or something. I don't know. I didn't hear about them doing that. No. They're always talking about doing science, but they never do any science.
With $25.4 billion a year, they should be doing all kinds of freaking science.
They should be doing some kind of shit, other than chasing each other around, playing grab ass in a monkey suit and shit. I mean, it's like
having a bunch of actresses in a vomit comet.
Well, what can you do with 24 billion? I'm telling you.
All right, that's a patent. Let me see what this is.
Anything you want to do.
I hear you, Schneider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did that.
There's some people in the audience that actually think the moon is a place you can go land on too.
No.
Well, do you remember us seeing all the old movies? They always depicted the moon as cheese.
I know.
That's even worse.
Or some spare ribs.
Oh, you guys, I heard the greatest analogy for how, this political shit that we go through. You've all watched Tom and Jerry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thomas.
If Tom kills Jerry, the show's over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's why it don't matter who the fuck you put in there, they never find a solution to some shit, you know? That's exactly why, because it's just like a never-ending fucking Tom and Jerry show with this, with the Democrat Republican bullshit.
So wasn't the Roadrunner?
Yeah, well, the Roadrunner, you know, I can see Tom wanting to fuck up Jerry because Jerry would do some dick shit to Tom, you know. But the Roadrunner never really did nothing real dickish to the Coyote. The Coyote was always, you know, he was his own worst enemy, if anything. I mean,
he was looking for dinner.
The calorific intake of the fucking Roadrunner would give him versus the expenditure of calories to catch the fucking Roadrunner is outrageous.
He-Man. How come He-Man never killed the other guys on the show?
Because he was a good guy.
How come G.I. Joe never killed the other guy? They never killed Destro and Cobra Commander and Colonel Mudd. They never killed any of them.
That's the difference in programming back, you know, when at least that was when I was a kid, but that was the difference in programming back then as to now. They, you know, it's crazy. You know, they go through all kinds of ways they kill people on these shows and cartoons and stuff they do. Like YouTube for kids, they got all kinds of crazy crap on there. And it's not even kid friendly at all.
Yeah, you got to check off a thing on your control panel about whether or not it's for kids or not. You know,
that. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, the kids brought me dinner back.
Oh,
nice. And you paid for it, right?
No.
I'm just joking.
The Legion of Doom. How come the Legion of Doom was never taken out?
I think that has to do with the AI on YouTube. That, you know, that they're implementing that the AI tech that where they're gonna ID, you know, to see if you're underage or not.
It's all about that.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Question for me.
The only show that did the opposite was Scooby-Doo. Always at the end of Scooby-Doo, they would always be standing there with the bad guys and they would take their mask off and it's Heber, you know, and they'd say, yeah, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, yeah. It's always the first guy that they meet.
Yeah.
You know?
It's because they know your attention span, a kid's attention span won't make it to the end, so they've already forgot who the bad guy was by then.
It didn't take me long to figure that out. It didn't take long to figure out too that, you know, there was a lot going on between scenes. I mean, let's get real. We had they always send Thelma off on her own, right? She's always off on her own. And Daphne and that dude, what was the guy's name? With the scarf around his neck.
Yeah. Shoot. I'm
Fred, Daphne, and Fred. Yeah, they was out searching on their own. Fucking Scooby and Shaggy, they was around back smoking weed, man. You know, that's why
they were always looking for food.
Yeah,
either that or they're in the mystery machine smoking it. You always see smoke coming from there.
Yeah.
Why I said Heber, I don't know.
I wish it comes around every once in a while, but I wish I would. There's somebody in a small town that has a mystery machine. It looks exactly like it, a replica of it, but I need to take a picture next time.
I seen a Chevy Astro minivan once on the highway a long time ago that was painted up like the mystery machine.
Yeah.
I was like, the mystery machine. It's
I mean, this thing's done. I think it's down to the last little bit. It looks exactly like it.
I've seen the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile a few times.
Oh yeah, that crashed all the time. I live by the plant.
It flipped over not too long ago.
Oh no shit!
It flipped over on the highway. The original one too. It wasn't the updated one. It was the original one.
Well, recently I saw a picture from Uranus.
Really?
Not from my Uranus.
Missouri.
You backing me?
There's a town in Missouri called Uranus.
Oh yeah.
And they have a fudge factory there.
My God.
Where is that at?
I'm not kidding you. I'll show you. This is
whereabouts in the state is that? I'm going. I'm taking a vacation on Sunday. I'm going down to Columbia, Missouri.
Let's see. I gotta remember. Let's see. Uranus.
Be gone about a week.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
do real
so
quick.
As far as the maps are concerned, let me take a look here real quick. It's near. Damn it, I've been there too.
I think Igor's confused still. He thinks that we're talking about an actual map that NASA made of the moon.
Who's that?
Igor,
Oh.
whatever you want to call him.
Botgor.
Oh, he's a real dude. He
yes.
actually did a video.
Okay, it's northeast of. Let me bring this up.
Yeah, I'll be in Columbia on Sunday. Columbia, Missouri.
Okay, so there's Springfield. You see
Mhm.
Springfield's right here. Okay, and Uranus is right
Oh,
here.
okay, I'll be pretty close to it.
And
Couple
I'll
hours
show you
south.
I'll show you what this thing's got. This is crazy.
I might have some free time. Maybe I'll swing down there.
It's wild. It's wild.
Close to the Ozarks, huh?
Let me see here. There's a short video about this. Yeah, this will do.
The show me state.
AO said that he just drove by Uranus 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I've got some pictures. I'll dig out the pictures from it.
David Koresh said they're packing fudge in Uranus.
Yeah, they are. They are. They say that. They'll tell you, thank you for letting us pack your fudge in Uranus. I'm not shitting you. And they'll say, like when you walk in one of their greetings or when you leave, they'll say goodbye. Thank you for picking Uranus. Anyway, this is.
Didn't you go by some like
guilty
police
of
car
that.
or something there?
Yeah. The Uranus. I think that's on my Facebook page.
Oh my God!
You show it on here one other time.
We broke a record somehow saying the word Uranus. Got to be.
It's
an internet first.
Why is there no sound? There we go.
Hey everybody, it's Regina from Eat Travel Life. I am here in Uranus, Missouri, and I want to show you some of what you can see and expect when you travel here. There is a dinosaur as soon as you enter.
Dinosaurs.
There is one on the other side. It is just off the highway, and it's noisy if you can't tell. And then there's just all this cool stuff that you can go and see here. You head up.
There's a cop car right there. I got a picture by that.
There is a
that's the one. Yeah,
cake area creamery.
That's cool.
And they have
I'd hate to get a tattoo in Uranus.
I was about to say that. I wouldn't like it either.
And then there's the Uranus jail. There's a museum.
Have to say exit only.
There is a general store.
Where'd you get the tattoo? In Uranus.
Axe throwing here too, if you wanted to. It's pretty cool.
What do they call the people there? Are they like anuses? Anuses?
They have
Uranians.
They have a freak show museum.
They have their own newspaper.
Uraniuses.
Uraniuses.
Someone's going to pop up. Here he is. Jim's here.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Look at Uranus Examiner. The name of the newspaper. And they really have
a blue ribbon. Uranus.
Missing a pair of balls. This place is pretty outrageous. It really is.
Well, this axe hole.
Axe hole.
So you can throw your axe indoors. Another restaurant. These are chicken bones. And then you can find the general store.
That has to hurt. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Besides the general store, you can also find the actual fudge factory. They sell fine fudge. They're good snacks. And lots of memorabilia and tchotchkes that you can get that have Uranus on them. And Route 66, because this is on the historic Route 66. Route 66. Depending on where you're from, you might say it different.
Dancing Uranus.
That's pretty crazy. You go inside that double-decker bus.
Yeah, they're right on old Route 66 too. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that trek pretty soon.
So it's pretty cool little trip to make.
I'll make sure I bring something so I could rub my face off while I'm crying standing in the parking lot.
Let's see, is it this one? How long is that one? Oh, it's there's all kinds of videos of it.
AO in the comments said Uranus Examiner sounds like the government office for the town.
Yeah, I think let me see. Yeah, here we go.
David Koresh said Uranus has got a lot of stuff in there.
Here you go.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah, that's in that same place. It was nice that day, too, boy. Really nice out.
That's an old Chevy.
Yeah.
You're quite striking, Saab, in real life.
And Sean was there too. Should have got an autograph.
Here's down at the what's they call this thing? The Devil's Golf Course.
Wow.
Or that was Missouri.
Oh man,
no, that's Death Valley. That's
okay.
Valley.
I wouldn't want to try and find the ball.
Doesn't say that don't look very Missouri.
Dude, look at all that curvature we're looking at. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I know. Do you really get a sense of it out there, especially there in like one of them big dry lake beds?
Yeah.
You know, because it's something
incredible.
It's something else. Here's bad water right here. This is that's
why they call it
282 feet below sea level. Right there. Look at that. Look at that autocross there.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, the oxygen there must be unbelievably good being that low.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not that. It's the heat, though.
Yeah, dry heat
expands it, man. It's like, I don't know. You take in a breath and you can feel it. It's hot.
Yeah,
you sweat and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
I don't have a chance to be it don't have the chance to be liquid it evaporates immediately. Yeah. You can get why you can get dehydrated so easily and not realize it, man.
They've got some like endangered turtles out there, right? You're supposed to not, like, if you see them, to leave them alone, because if you scare them, they'll piss themselves and dehydrate and die. I forget the name of them.
And here's my
Hey, right quick. Saab, did you see Witchy Poo's rebuttal to Duffy's final debate yet?
No, I didn't.
Go get a look at it, dude. You'll love it.
I'll have to check it out. I don't have Karen on my feed. There's up in the Sierras, man.
Can't be better than David Moore's.
Oh, I know that was beautiful. I should pull that up, man.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Let's see, I'll have to see where it's at. I'll find it. Yeah, that was fantastic. I was like, "Are you kidding me, man?" I would love to see Duffy's face when he read that, man. Oh, I got to be getting close.
Dude, what are we going to do after the final debate?
Oh, boy, we can never talk again.
Probably do what you always do.
You're getting it.
That's it.
Be my guess.
We'll have a party and we'll say goodbyes and that's it. We can't do no debate. There's no debating anymore. That's it.
That's the thing about it. He's right. It is the final debate because nobody's going to want to deal with it anymore.
Thank God.
Done.
Oh God.
He got that one right. What's that?
TFE. He's got to come up with another scheme to get us to come over on TFE and do something.
Well, here's the
probably be on abortion.
Here's the email he got. He goes, as one of the original 24. This is from Duffy to allegedly Dave. And it said, as one of the original 24 flat earthers invited to participate in the final experiment, you are hereby officially invited to participate in the final debate on Saturday, August 23rd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The final experiment led to two main responses from the flat earth community. Many flat earthers acknowledge the globe, and many flat earthers remain, which implies they believe our observations and experiments can be reconciled with a flat earth. The globe side has declared victory and also claim that flat earthers have to answer for TFE. So the final debate will test their claim. If they are correct, the flat earthers have no answers. Then flat earthers will avoid the final debate. But if there are legitimate answers to TFE, then they will show up and provide them. As it stands, the general public believes TFE is the final nail in the coffin of flat earth. The final debate will broadcast to the world if that is the case or not. It says the final debate will also be a charity drive to raise money to help fight against human trafficking. And it will be my money only, which is donated to the Exodus Road, a Colorado 501c3. For every flat earther who participates in the final debate, I will donate $250 to the Exodus Road. But if you participate as one of the original 24 flat earthers, I will donate double, $500. The goal is to raise at least $10,000, and if just the original 24 flat earthers participate in the final debate, that alone will be $12,000 and far exceed the goal. The final debate marks the end of the final experiment and will be documented as an official part of this historic journey. I sincerely hope to see you there. I will provide a StreamYard link the day of the debate so any flat earther can join live. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, Will. Okay.
So they're going to donate against their own people. That's weird.
Oh, the thing is that PJ gave him a good reply. Just donate the money. You don't have to get us over there. Just donate the whole 12, dude. Like, why do anybody to participate? You know, if he really is concerned enough to give.
He also has a 1984 Volkswagen Rabbit that's in great shape. It runs perfect with a manual transmission for sale.
Okay, so here was his message back. He said, I got a message from Will Duffy. This is, and then he says what he said.
He said doofy.
Doofy. He says doofy. Yep, well, the final experiment asked me to participate in this final debate, which he seems to think will stop flat earth dead in its tracks and everyone will go back to sleep and believe in the globe again. This was my reply to his email. Dear Will Doofy, as we previously established, sir, I was never invited to participate in your dog and pony show. You merely claimed that I was on your website, and our one and only interaction was when I contacted you to call you out for lying. But then again, this seems to be a consistent theme with you. Many left flat earth and acknowledged the globe. He's quoting him, okay? That was in the email. Many haven't left the flat earth and acknowledged the globe, only your paid agents in place that your masters hoped would act like Pied Pipers and lead the pesky flat earthers back to sleep. Only that didn't happen. There are more flat earthers than ever, and our numbers grow daily. Quote, many flat earthers remain, which implies they believe our observations and experiments can be reconciled with a flat earth. Practically all of us have remained not because of any observations, there were no experiments, but because our little stunt proved nothing. And even if you were where you say you were, and there was no technological jiggery pokery, no true scientist would dare attempt to draw conclusions based on one observation. I found flat earth when I did a distance test in 2015, but I had to do many such observations before I was convinced. We did several laser experiments at Lake Baltan in Hungary, different days, different seasons, different conditions, consistent results. We had detractors trying to debunk us. They argued about the laser, about the air refraction, but one thing that they never found were any anomalies that cast doubt on our location. However, plenty of anomalies exist for your dog and pony show, and I'm sure you are aware of Spacebuster's excellent Scam Arctica series, of which I've not heard any response from you. Perhaps you should start there rather than this puppet show debate. The Globe side has declared victory. Haha. You can declare anything you want. You can declare that your mother has 1 million subscribers on OnlyFans if you want, but we won't be taking any notice of that either. I thought that was fucking right. That was good. And also claim that flat earthers have no answers for TFE. I refer you back to Spacebuster's Scam Arctica series. Please disprove their findings first. The final debate will be broadcast to the world. Nobody gives a shit. That was the best one right there. It's going to be broke. Nobody gives a shit. That ain't no doubt. Nobody does, man. The final debate will also be a charity drive to raise money to help fight against human trafficking. Bullshit. The people you work, he says, bullshit. The people you work for are behind the child trafficking. The last thing I would want is you funding a sketchy 501c3 corporation in my name, knowing that most of these charities are usually perpetrating the very thing they purport to be fighting. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Will Doofy on the Epstein list. Oh,
that was a sharp one.
That was
just like
touche.
Nice.
Roger, nice. I sincerely hope to see you there. You won't see me there, nor will I watch it or give it any more of my time or attention. In fact, once I send this email, I will never give another thought to yourself or your sad little propaganda trip.
Yep.
Well, here you have it in a nutshell.
That's fantastic, man.
I think he speaks for the majority of people.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The majority of flat earthers that left, right?
Yeah. What, the 4, 5?
Something like that.
We're going to have
Jaron.
Jaron and him and Witsit and Toon.
That's
I
the
don't have
majority.
any interest in talking to any of those fucking.
Supposedly, it's just going to be him. Supposedly, I don't know. But it's not supposed to be. I'm sure they'll all be coaching him along from the sidelines somewhere. But yeah, like Roger said.
That's how they operate.
Yeah, they'll pull out the teleprompter.
Oh, man, where was that at? Okay. Man, there's so much crazy.
But yeah, that's part of the scam too. He's going to do it all in the name of child trafficking. It's like, oh, the flat earthers didn't want to come and help out on the charity for child trafficking. It's like, sure, or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he'll do too.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a 503c, that means you can get the tax records for it and actually find out through FOIA. You can find out exactly how much of the money went to wherever the hell he's talking about.
Well, while he was reading that,
There
I was
it
kind
is.
of looking into it a little bit, and there are some complaints about it. That's exactly what Moore was saying. They actually, do the same thing while they say they're doing another.
Yeah, that's what makes me wonder about the American Cancer Society. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Cancer types and per capita have increased since its foundation. So, what are they really doing? Cancer research. What's that mean? Does that actually mean researching how to make different kinds of cancer?
Pretty much.
Makes sense.
Oh, they told everybody, you got to get the polio vaccine. You could get polio, and everybody got the vaccine, got polio.
Yeah,
That's simple. If you had a certain genetic code, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't get it.
Well, I wanted to share this. I almost forgot.
Same thing with the latest.
Well, and they get these people drinking this dumb shit right here, man. This is pretty good, man. I was thinking about ordering this book. You can get this book from here.
Alcohol means body-eating spirit, alcohol in Arabic. That's why vodka is called spirits. A jinn is a jinn, which is another type of spiritual entity. Alcohol was developed by alchemists who developed a way of extracting spirits from liquid. Alcohol is a form of a magic potion which the ancients used to alter their consciousness. They don't tell you about the astral and etheric plane, the realms beyond physical. Alcohol contains ethanol, which is ethanol, which is the barrier between the physical and the astral plane. Ancient magicians used potions to enhance their speed, strength, or whatever they want. Alcohol is a demonic potion which enhances aggression and violence because you're being possessed by these entities in the astral plane. Alcohol weakens your vibrational field, which allows these entities to enter your body. This is why people change to dark behaviors when they're intoxicated. The entities within them engage in violence and low-level sexual encounters. The whole world is drinking magic potions used for witchcraft. Why do you think you can buy alcohol in every shop and there's a pub on every street? Alcohol also weakens the immune system, kills brain cells, and reduces amounts of oxygen to reach the brain. Magic never disappeared. It was veiled in myths and stories to make it seem like a fantasy.
Well, think about it. When you go to a bar, you get hammered, and what are the things you normally do when you're at a bar? You lose your inhibition.
Yep.
You meet somebody and get laid, or you get into a fight.
Yep.
What's the name of that book?
It's called, hang on one second, Book of Wisdom.
Alcohol means body eating spirit. Alcohol.
Stop. I'm going to put the link up here too. It's it's a Book of Wisdom. Let me grab the link and put it. Copy. I'm going to put it in the regular chat, and I'm going to put it back over here in the private chat.
Does it say who the author is? Oh, I guess you're putting it in there, Mike.
Let me see.
So what you're really saying, Saab,
Book
is
of
the
Wisdom.
Cancer Society is causing cancer. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm asking. Is that a possibility?
I see the infatuation though. Is there? Yeah, you might have something.
Think about it. You're the you're the vessel. So anything you put into it.
No, it doesn't. Oh wait, what does it say on here?
Needs the body to interact. So
let's see something. Harry B. Joseph.
Can we go look in your truck?
And
Are you unlock it for me?
okay, yeah, it's the guy's name looks like Harry B.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Here, I'm about to give you the book right now. There's actually 2 of them.
Okay, cool.
You got a PDF?
Yeah.
Very nice. Throw it up there.
All right, give me a second. I will.
But with my trip, though, guys, it looks like I can do it next year. I don't think anybody's got any openings this year.
Oh, they don't have no openings this year?
Yeah. Nat Geo said they have no bookings open this year.
Just tell
what
them
about
that
the ALE website?
I didn't. I went to it, looked at it. I didn't go deep into it. I wanted to call and talk to them. And
tell them you want to skydive in.
Skydive in. Sure, why not?
I put the first one in there. I'm getting the second one now. It's in the regular chat.
Do a Felix Baumgartner and get a balloon and sit up.
They have those seats that you sit in that you strap onto. It's got the motor on the back with the fan on it, like Fan Man.
Yeah, I can do confetti, have it shooting out the back end.
Oh, I should come across the thing.
Yeah, get a band to play. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm getting that. Now I got to go back over here.
Yeah, there's 2 of them there.
Speaking of that, I should go buy their ALE.
Canada said they need time to get things ready for you, Roger.
Yeah.
There we go.
Turn all the screens. Get them all down. He's coming.
Where's my? I'm lost. I have so many tabs open. Christ. Oh, is this the Love Boat? Doesn't this look like a lot of fun? Going on a cruise?
No, I never do that.
Oh, no, thanks. My uncle went on one once and got some weird illness while he was on the boat that got like 30 other people sick.
That's food poisoning.
It looks like look how dirty the deck is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to say.
God.
No, thanks. I'll pass.
Carnival.
It's a carnival, all right.
Carnival cruise.
Out in the middle of the ocean, stuck.
No, thanks. I'll pass. I can take a train to Minneapolis and see that.
Yeah, you can get off the train though.
I can jump off it if I have. Ta-da! The jump off.
With the Antarctic ALE thing, they're showing me climbers for K2 summit climbers. That's what they're showing. That's what they got available.
There's 2 other companies, Roger. You know, right?
Yeah, I've already went to Net Geo for one.
But no, there's one called there's actually there's the White Desert. I don't know if you want to write this down. Is one of the they're like ALE. They go from a different place though. You'd have to go. It wouldn't be Punta Arenas. It's in Cape Town, I think.
Okay, Cape Town's not that bad. Yeah.
Well, okay, so White Desert's one, and the other one it's similar. Let me find it. Go ahead, I'll get it here in a minute.
I'm gonna write that down though, just in case. White Desert, that would be Antarctica, I think. It's a white desert.
Yeah. That's the name of the company, though.
White Desert. That sounds racist.
You're not allowed here.
Fucking racist. What you mean? Why I gotta be a white desert, yo?
You should see the picture they have on their Explorer website.
Can you go there from anywhere else? Is there another spot that you can go to, like say from?
You mean not Union Glacier?
Yeah. Or is there
Yeah,
another
that's what
spot
it's
you can
called.
go
The Nova. There's one other. It's called the Nova base. And it's on the other side. So this is all allegedly.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
was thinking too. Like globe model, that. Well, if that's the case, you could just go to a different place from somewhere else. It'd be interesting to do that just to see
really
where they're
just off-
going from and going, where they're coming from and going to.
It's really just off the coast of South America. The heck's the name of the other one?
Wait, they're off the coast of South America? And
No, I was joking. Well, maybe not actually, but
they're
Well,
right next door to ALE.
Well, because think about it. If that was the case and it's a 360 wall, you would be able to go from, you'd be able to go from Australia and go right out to the wall, or you'd be able to go from anywhere else.
Like New Zealand or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one in South Africa, I think it's called Troll Station. That's where they leave from. Get
How
it?
funny.
Troll Station. That's appropriate. This is kind of cool. Did the Roman Empire ever really fall? Let's find out.
Hey, man, you ever wonder if the Roman Empire actually fell? What do you mean? Of course they did. That's what they want you to think. But what if they didn't fall? What if they just evolved? Bro, it's literally called the fall of Rome. Yeah, but what's Rome? The Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 CE, right? But the Eastern Roman Empire, what we call the Byzantine Empire, went on for another 1,000 years. Okay, but that was like different. Was it though? They still called themselves Romeoi. Their capital, Constantinople, was New Rome, and they had an emperor. Wait, so they never saw themselves as something else? Nope, until it fell in 1453. And guess who started calling itself the Third Rome afterwards? The Vatican? Nah, even crazier, Moscow. The Russians claimed to be the rightful heir to Rome's legacy. That's wild. Tsar is literally just Caesar in Russian. But what about the Vatican? The Vatican kept the spiritual side of Rome alive, but think about it. Roman Catholic Church? Okay, but wasn't there something like the Holy Roman Empire? Yep, they were neither Holy Roman nor an empire, but they were definitely trying to channel that Roman vibe, crowning emperors and using Roman law. Charlemagne gets crowned by the Pope, and boom, a new Rome for the Middle Ages. So Rome never fell, it just passed the torch. Exactly. The architecture, the law, the idea of Rome, those things spread to Western Europe and the church and eventually made its way to America. So architecture, law, religion, and symbols. That eagle that Americans are so proud of, that's Rome's SPQR. You still see it all over Italy. Even America's government buildings look like Roman temples. Washington, D.C. is basically a modern-day Forum Romanum. Wait, so you're saying the U.S. is Rome 2.0? Think about it. Republic, Senate, Latin mottos. The founding fathers were straight up obsessed with Roman ideals. You know, it's also kind of interesting that the majority of the U.S. presidents are related to the royal bloodline. Talk about keeping power within the family. And as far as power goes, Europe's old families, royal bloodlines, Russian nobility all claim to be descendants of Rome's legacy. So the empire never ended, it just transformed. Welcome to the new Rome.
Yeah. Well, Rome, what do you Latin's all over everything? I mean,
Yeah, it is. It's on everything.
Yeah, and all the branches.
I'm gonna keep that.
On buildings, on money.
I'm gonna keep that. I gotta agree.
Well, roam if you want to. Roam around the world.
Roam if you want to. Roam around the world.
I got to
That's
see
crazy.
the.
That's not like my favorite B-52 song, though. You know, when I was first listening to B-52s, it was Rock Lobster, Planet Lorraine. Those were good jams, man. They started out as just a spoof for a Halloween party.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. They really didn't, intend on making it be a band and shit. They put together some tunes to play at a fucking Halloween party, and it was a smash, and they decided to do something with it. I thought it was
In Charlotte, they did a 4th of July thing. They played. I guess I got to see them play downtown.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
The other company is ALCI, Antarctic Logistics Center International.
Wow, that sounds really like the other one.
It sounds a lot like the last one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Let me see if I can find you a link to it.
ALI.
ALCI.
Did Fred ever come out with a solo record?
No.
Like it's just Fred.
There's that guy. There's that Tyler Hansen. What's he trying to say now? Oh, something we captured on the moon. I don't know that guy. I don't. I'm sorry. He's just gone way too far for me. You know, the fittest flat earther.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing ALE told me besides that was that the only way I'd be able to do a live stream is to get the same thing Duffy had. I had to get the what is it that Elon's I can't remember the name of it. The satellite thing.
Yeah.
Starlink.
Starlink.
Fred and Garfunkel.
Fred and Garfunkel. He's got a car and it's as big as a well.
I couldn't imagine the contrast between the two. God almighty.
The funny thing, see, and I told you this before, that all three of these companies work for the same company, not like you didn't know that. But every time I look for this ALCI, it just brings you to ALE. So it's almost like a dead end. They control it all.
Well, I better make nice with them. That Peter guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I can't get a hold of them. They ain't answering now anymore.
Wait, I'll do like that. There we go.
I had better luck in South Park.
This was AI generated.
Donald Trump has the vocabulary of a 4th grader, the temperament of a 2-year-old, and the attention span of a gnat. He cares about no one but himself, is a pathological liar and a con man who worships dictators, and on top of all that is a convicted felon. How fucking stupid do you have to be to stay a Trump supporter at this point? Seriously.
You know what that means? Trump can't have a gun. Haha. Actually, that's not a nondescript felony, what he's got either.
The conviction is on the record. That's what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
And that makes a difference too, because like there's some felonies that are like for non-violent shit, but I'm sorry, rape and shit like that, that's pretty violent, if you ask me. This is what, holographic? Wait a second. Oh my God.
So does a White Desert site take you back to ALE thing too?
I haven't. I'm looking at something else, but I bet it does.
I'll go to it, see what it does.
The one that controls them all is the IAATO. It's like the, hang on, I can't remember what that stands for. That's what I'm looking at right now.
The first thing I get is a white national park. Yeah. I guess they consider that a national park, don't they? Yeah.
Oh man. So nobody's even hardly. I mean, everything. It looks like anything I'm seeing on this Putin thing.
There we go.
It was a disaster.
I'll send you a link to this. This is the one that controls all of them. It's the IAATO.
Nice.
I'll put it in the regular chat here.
I'm looking at the camp that the White Desert has. They have this like lookout. You can look out over the vast.
The White Desert one's supposed to be way more expensive, though. It's for like the richy riches to go there.
Oh, nice.
That's probably why it looks.
It's all decked out, dude.
And I think that's the Russian side of it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that had different bases all over the place too. I watched a video where
Different
the guy
movie
actually
sets.
showed the coordinates of where the bases are.
So we have breaking news coming.
They're wrong on a lot of them. He fixed the longitude, latitude lines and put it over flat, and then it shows you where all those bases are.
Yeah, you're talking about Scam Arctica's little video?
Yeah, it was one part of it that was really good where the guy was showing where the actual bases were, not wrapped around the and everything fit like a glove.
Oh yeah. There's one part they actually had to bend to make it fit on the globe, and the coordinates aren't exactly where they're supposed to be. They're higher up on a lot of longitude, so they're not in the right place. Even mariners know that. They were even pointing that out. The ships don't go to that place.
Yep.
Yeah, they go further south.
What is this guy?
They did a doozy with this thing, didn't they?
There's a this guy I found on here just now. He says, "Look like national emergency is on its way."
For what?
I don't know. This is what I'm looking to see if he says. You already know this was talked about 5 years ago on my Instagram. He says it's happening. So I don't know. He can't spell.
So we have breaking news coming out of D.C. this morning, as Trump is warning Congress that if they don't extend his control over Washington, D.C. past 30 days, that he's going to declare a national emergency. Up until now, he's been using Section 740 of the D.C. Home Rule Act. This allows the president to take over D.C.'s police for 30 days during an emergency. Now, after that, Congress has to approve any extensions. But up till now, he has put National Guard and federal police agents on the streets of D.C. to patrol. And he says it's to stop a so-called crime crisis. But from the numbers we've seen put out, the official numbers show crime in D.C. is at or near historic lows right now. So why does this matter to you nationwide? National emergency could actually unlock more than 100 special powers, from freezing assets and controlling certain communications to, if he invokes the Insurrection Act, deploying active duty military, or even federalizing National Guard units anywhere in the country. So if Congress refuses to extend authority, Trump says he's going to do it anyway, that he'll bypass them. And legal experts warn that this move could be unprecedented and could spark a major constitutional showdown over presidential power.
Dude,
the thing on his shirt is in Cyrillic.
No, it's just backwards.
It's
I looked at it before. It says Swithenbank / Richards.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, it looks, the K is backwards, almost like a Cyrillic.
Yeah. So I don't know who has what dude has a hyphenated name.
His uniform isn't in very good shape there either.
I don't
It's
know.
like a stolen valor video now.
Yeah, who knows? That is weird.
But what he says makes sense. I said this guy, man, and they set it up. That's why I said nobody vote, please, nobody vote.
Well, people will still vote anyway.
Yeah. I mean, he went out there and it was sort of like, you got a choice between having a turd sandwich or sticking your dick in a beehive. And it was like, well, I guess I'll have to eat the turd sandwich. That's what they do every time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go for the beehive?
No, shit. I don't know. There might be a few people. Everybody gets at least one vote,
Bring some ointment. That's all I got to say.
I don't know. It'd be your choice. I want to do both. All right. You're mentally unstable, and we're not going to allow you to live in society with everybody else.
Roger, you could always apply for a job down in Antarctica.
Yeah.
I'm constantly getting emails about that.
Well,
and then just sneak off one day.
Yeah. Robert Shorman testified there was no midnight sun. He actually worked down there for 18 months. So
there you go. Game over.
We already went through this plenty of times, man. It's just going to happen again next year. Dumbass like Will Duffy goes like,
a pastor from Colorado who steals people's money and is in trouble with the law.
Yeah. Check this out. Watch this. This is Putin. Watch
like this. A mask.
Yeah, I know.
That is a mask.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it does look kind of funky.
Where was is this? Where in Alaska today?
Yeah, I guess it just says, "What do you see?" You know, I hate it when people do that. I think
Roger.
I'm getting an echo from you, Chad.
Roger, I threw a link in there for you.
I'm getting an echo
USAP,
from
Oh, me. Sorry.
Yeah, you get YouTube on or something.
USAP.gov. They have a
USAP.
full jobs listing for
Nice.
For Antarctica.
Oh, okay. Here's
I
something
got
crazy.
web pages open right now.
We're gonna get into the. Don't be scared if you start seeing shadow people. I've seen shadow people my whole life, man. I ain't scared of them.
So they were just reporting that yesterday that looters wipe out 37 DC stores.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Am I better now?
Hold on. Wait. When did? Yeah, you're fine now.
Okay.
When did this happen?
August 15th. It was reported yesterday. Looters are plundering DC businesses, business community. Yet the mayor of DC has left the city to head to Martha's Vineyard.
I wonder if that's not just even set up.
Maybe.
You know,
I'm gonna look it up.
problem, reaction, solution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like just
Hegelian
giant
dialect.
crews.
Yep.
The same kind of stuff you see when they go to the malls and just go around and just cause absolute mayhem.
Yeah. See, that's why people you can't have victim zones. Okay, this is the problem with gun control, or people control is basically what it is. The logic behind what they call gun control is sort of like, you know, okay, there's a lot of people that get injured and fucking killed every year from drunk drivers. So therefore, we're going to restrict or limit your
and hundreds of thousands are injured in crashes.
Fuck is this talking?
They're listening to you.
Fucking talking to me, man.
Shadow people.
So the solution to it is to ban cars.
Okay, brilliant.
You know, because you know so many people get injured. It's like that's their solution to it. The reality of it is we gotta. The fact that there are enough crazy people out there in the first place is a good reason to at least be protected at all times. There's a lot of fucking nutty people out there, and you're going to get a lot of criminal activity in a place where, hell, what's the consequences if you rob somebody and don't get caught? Nothing. But if you change that to where your odds of coming up on somebody and trying to rob them is going to get you dead, well, that's going to stop real quick. We don't have robberies around here. You very rarely ever hear about an armed robbery at all. It's because everybody's fucking strapped.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, that's it, you know, and mostly too is that because that element's not here, there's people that don't not do that, not because it's against the law. They don't do it because it's just fucking wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
the morality.
That ain't to say we ain't got our share of bad apples, but not to the extent of what they got in these cities. You know, even in the types of things they do. These people in the cities are crazy what they do with people. You know, to other fellow people. I mean, it's just like, how can you do that? You know, for no cause. I mean, I think the only way that I could actually really want to violently hurt somebody is if they were to injure my family or you know, threaten me directly. You know, I think that's the only case, you know, where something like that's warranted. Other than that, I don't even like to watch fucking boxing because I can't understand how two guys can get out there and take a fucking beating on their face and shit like that, and then, you know, for some money. That's ridiculous, man. I just can't get
a lot of pride in that.
That's why they call it prize fighting.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's just gladiator shit.
Well, it's dick. It's dick waving. Who's got the bigger dick?
Yeah. Well, y'all, we're coming up on 3.5 hours. I think I better get off of here. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, so we'll have to.
We're not going to play Sammy Davis Jr.
What's that? Oh,
I
yeah.
said you're not.
Yeah.
You're going to play Sammy
I'm the
Davis.
candy man.
I almost forgot. Thanks. Yeah, that does look like Sammy Davis, don't it? But I've seen shadow people, right? I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Like a shadow that passed me in the hallway one night, man, not long ago. It was crazy.
Soon you'll be seeing shadow people as you go down the street. Become frightened. Simply means that your higher vibrations now are kicking in. And the spectrum outside of the 12 spectrum site we have, you begin to look out the corner of your eye, because that's when you go into a different spectrum. That's why you always see them out the corner of your eye, especially when you wake up in the morning, because you're coming back into your body, by the way. You die every night, by the way. So don't worry about it. You're going to die the night before. You will, and you will. And that's where it's supposed to be. That's why when you're sitting in harmony, you just wake up one day and it's all cool. But we've got to fear that, because we don't know we die every night and look forward to it. And you cross to those spectrums where they exist every night. That's what they call fourth dimension. That's when you see the old hag. Some people wake up and they got those hags sitting on their chest. They can't breathe. I felt like a wizard. That's because the pressure of your soul body coming back in was not quite seated. Soon you'll be seeing shadow people as you go down the street.
I don't know about that last bit, though.
Your REM sleep. It's when you go into REM sleep.
Yeah. Ain't that amazing? And it can seem like a dream takes so long, and it's only just a couple minutes.
You ever fall asleep and you're really tired and you fall asleep, and then it feels like you didn't sleep at all, and boom, you're awake.
Yeah.
You got to get up. You feel horrible.
I dream all the time. Even if I fall asleep for like a brief period of time, I have a dream. I don't know. Some people say they don't dream at all. I dream
I
all
haven't
the
had
time.
a dream in a long, long time. I couldn't tell you.
You got to get into the right wave state, man. But I've had that where I be sitting in, like I remember riding back in the van from work when we were working down in the city, and be sitting in that seat, and then you doze off, but you still think you were awake, and you'd be dreaming weird shit, man. And then all of a sudden you wake up and like, what the fuck? Oh man, we're in Culpeper already? All right, cool. Damn.
Every bus I've ever been on, where you have to sleep and you're going to be on the bus for 2-3 days. I almost don't sleep. I fall into this kind of like rest state. It's not like sleeping. You're kind of sleeping, but somebody's sitting next to you. You don't know. There's tons of people moving around. It's kind of like you kind of go into this kind of slow mode. I've never slept on a bus.
I fell asleep for a little bit. I had trouble sleeping on it. I'll tell you what put me to sleep like quicker and shit. Riding in the back of a deuce and a half.
Yeah.
With that thing humming away.
Yeah, I'd be all out. That was it.
Getting up to a whole 25 miles an hour.
I remember one time we were all sitting in there, and we were full TA-50, and I got my M16 like right here between my legs like this, propped up, and I nodded out and went boom down like that, hit my eye right on the muzzle.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
He used to work on those things right before they phased them out.
What you worked in the armory?
I was a mechanic.
Oh, okay. Oh, the deuce and a half.
Yeah, deuce and a half. Sorry.
There used to be a guy who used to drive around my town in one of the old World War II ones, deuce and a quarter. With the flatbed in the back, with the sides on it, with the the like top over the top, like a carrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Hemet is what they call those.
Yeah, old World War II one.
You're talking about Hemet's a newer version. Sorry.
Yeah, these are like the real old ones. The guy would bring it to the car show that they have down by the highway. I'd always go over and check it out. Can I go jump in it? Let me look in the window.
Yeah, I was in mechanized infantry.
Oh, okay. I was in a signal corps. I was in 22nd Brigade.
I was in 1st Cav.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I outsourced to them for a little bit to do radio communications and shit. I was high frequency. communications. We did radio teletype, SSB, NSK. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was fun. We still had World War II equipment. We still had our equipment was, well, Korean War at least.
Yeah.
When they upgraded us, boy, then we
The
got
National Training Center out in California, they used a lot of that stuff, just for training purposes.
To get parts and stuff when you're in the Army. I know this about the Navy. You got to put in like a request, and you got to triple duplicate forms or whatever, and then it takes like 6 weeks for them to actually get it, and another 6 weeks for you to, or 6 months to get the actual equipment. Is it that bad in the Army?
Yeah.
Depends on the level of need.
Yeah.
If they want something bad enough, they can have it there right then. Just depends.
They could have it overnight.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on. Let me see.
Like if you're on a ready reaction team, like you need stuff ready to go at any moment, they'll get you what you need right away. But if it ain't, like I said, it's based on need.
Drop ship. Just fly right over and drop it. Go over there and get it.
Trying to see if
delivered by Amazon.
They'll take it off something else to put it on another one if it comes down to it,
Yeah.
Like if it just depends. Yeah, there's factors, but yeah.
Trying to find.
Yeah, cannibalize something they got hanging around.
Let me see something here. Images. I was gonna try to show you what I had. Let me see.
Yeah, let me tell you, that meme war was hell.
Actually, out at the National Training Center in California, was that Fort Irwin? They had the first Bradley ever. Like the VIN on it is the very first one that they ever made. They still use it. That thing's still, because it gets constantly worked on. So it was always in really good shape. Go ahead.
They have one of those patent tanks up here by me, out in the woods, by an old used to be a like a DAV, like a DAV building. They have a tank display outside.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's been sitting out there for like 50 or 60 years or something. Been sitting out there.
A lot of those are maintained really well because they don't get used that much, And even if they do use them, they still do a lot of PMCSs and stuff on them. But yeah.
Do they still use the Sherman now?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I think most of those are in museums and stuff by now.
I think so.
It's probably phased out. I don't know. I'm not as up to snuff as I once was.
Those ones that they were kicking out to Ukraine.
I doubt like actively they use it in any kind of conflicts they have now, but I mean they might use it for training purposes and other stuff like that.
Yeah, I was making equipment for the Abrams. That was a nice tank.
Yeah, I worked on them. A lot of those.
This is what I ran right here. And this box is on the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive pickup truck. And this was pretty cool.
They got like cannon plugs that run into them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Tajax.
Take 5 kW generators, 5 kilowatt generators, 2 of them. And what you can do is when the one starts getting low on fuel, you can start the other one and then switch and you don't lose any power. And then you can fuel up the other one and let it rest while the other one's running. That's what we did. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, here's the back of it.
Drone wars now have changed everything. Changed war completely. With the Ukraine and what that shit in Ukraine.
Yeah, they have some pretty sophisticated drones that can actually fly like an aircraft almost.
They got ones with shotguns on them now too.
I know they still use 88s recovery tanks. Well, not tanks, but recovery vehicles that recover.
Yeah, pull stuff out
all the time, and those are almost World War II era.
Well, it's kind of cool. The last website I got from the Antarctic thing, I can sign up for a scientific endeavor and go out there.
What was that? Sorry.
Well, I can, if I give them like an experiment that I want to do in the Antarctic.
Oh, you shifted gears to Antarctica.
Yeah,
I got you.
I was looking at it for a minute. Yeah, I could sign up for that. Maybe get a grant and go out there and then.
There you go.
Do what I got to do.
Oh, I can't find it.
Is that the IAATO one I sent?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the main, like they're in charge of all the tours. I don't think that they do the tours themselves, but they're in charge of like the White Desert ALEs. They're
No,
the ones that look over all
the job opportunity one. That's the one it is.
Yeah, the site interrupt there.
Yeah, that's the one he gave me. Sorry, I was looking. I thought it was yours, but yeah, it's his. So if I can go down and get a job, I can sign up as like I'm a scientist and do research out
Tell
there.
them, yeah, you want to do research on bisexual frogs.
Bisexual frogs.
They'll sign you
Professor
right
Roger.
If it gets me down there.
Professor Ledwell.
Professor Ledwell. That's right. We're taking up a degree on Photoshop and shit or something.
Oh, dude, if not a Professor Dave can do it, I can do it.
There you go.
Just gotta get drunk enough.
Yeah, really. Just call yourself Professor. Yeah. Just
Professor Raj. Yeah.
Throw a PhD on there, and then you can just say it's piled high and deep, but they don't have to know that.
Go on and do some online studies so you can get some, some, what do you call it, from Phoenix Online.
Oh yeah, get a degree or two.
That's all. I mean, they got AI. It'll answer all the questions.
Oh yeah, I'll just ask Luca to do it for me. He loves.
Oh yeah, sure. You can tell him you need a tutor. And you're on your way.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get a team of people. You're gonna have to get a all-star team together.
Oh, Lord. I'm looking at it right now, dude. What are you talking about? I got the all-star team right here.
Yeah.
That just reminds me.
I gotta shut this down. I'm getting really tired, man.
All right, so good to see you guys. Good to see everybody in the comments.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah. I probably won't see you for about a week. I'm going on vacay, but you guys take care.
Let us know about that. If you go to Uranus, that you got to.
Yeah, I'll take some pictures.
Not a problem. We'll pull in the AI cubby.
Right.
I'll have to, for the next show, I'll have to find my videos. Stuff they've got in there, man. They got like aliens, and they have this little display. It's really cool. It's a little UFO, and it's hovering over a farmyard. And it's got like a tractor beam on a cow, and the cow's going up, and the farmer's trying to haul it back down. It's pretty cool.
So, Sal, are you back to working now? Are you?
Yeah, I've been working off and on. Yeah. But today we had to go and change out some entry doors and a couple of storm doors. And we got to go down there and finish up a couple little things Monday morning. So I don't know. And then we'll probably be back down here on that rental. We had to cut out a bunch of pieces of floor the other day and replace them with 3/4 inch plywood. It was a mess. That shit was a mess, man. It was a fucking mobile home,
Yeah. I've had to do that.
Those are fun to work on. Yeah, it's that fucking particle board, man. That shit gets wet, it's done.
Yeah, I worked on one of those one time. That was the last time.
And I'll tell you what, whoever invented that oscillating saw, baby.
Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, that thing is cool because you can get right up against the wall and cut that fucking ply right through that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem. And it's right flush up against the wall. That's a beautiful, and that's such a simple fucking tool.
Yeah, it just vibrates basically.
Yeah, it works great. Kind of like I guess that's kind of how those saws that they take your cast off with are.
It's oscillating.
Yeah.
It's oscillating. Like,
what's that now?
It oscillates. It like moves back and forth a little bit.
Yeah. Just enough to get the teeth to rip. Yeah.
It'll be like, hold on, just put the cast on the thing while the guy got the circular saw out.
I said that to Mike. I said, dude, whoever invented this needs a statue someplace. For real. These things are
in Uranus.
Yeah, right. In Uranus.
Dude, I had a toilet explode in one of the mobile homes, and that particle board soaked for a day, dude. It was like 4 foot thick when I got it.
As soon as it gets wet, it starts. As soon as it gets wet, it starts to swell.
And they use 1 million staples in it, man. So when you try to pull that shit up, and it's been water damage like that, it just comes up in pieces.
Yeah.
And then you got these fucking staples still stuck in the joist, or in the joist that are still got little bits of that shit in it. So you got to knock that loose and then take something and try to pull that staple out. And, man, it gets to be a bit of a pain in the ass, man. But anyway,
All right, you guys take care.
I don't
See
have
everybody.
to think about it for another couple days. All right, everybody. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Everybody in the chat, Schneider Valley Parks. Didn't see you guys earlier. DeWitt Straight Laces. Hello, baby. We got a lot of people that came in here. David Koresh and all the usual cast of culprits. Good to see everybody. And don't forget, like we always like to say, don't forget, Lord loves a working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And if you heard the shot, it probably wasn't meant for you. We'll see you next time at Saabs Place.